And welcome back to Curse of the Icefields. Where we
I
last...
posit.
Hmm?
I posit that the woodchuck can chuck as much wood as it wants, so long as it wants to.
Alright. How long has it been since I asked you guys what you guys have done in the past few sessions?
Long time, I think.
Alright, for some inspiration, want to give me a recap of the last few events? I mean, the last few events have been pretty...
We beat the
straightforward.
shit out of 2 Hydras. We killed Esker. We found a elf lady, Nyana, and we scared a. We did drugs and we scared a merchant.
That covers up everything, except I'm a tiefling.
Wow, I missed quite a bit
Elf.
then.
Yes, he saved and gained a new companion.
Listen, I'm currently running on fucking power
Now-
save mode. You can't ask much of me.
Oh, good.
Yes,
So
I was an elf once.
One thing I actually did forget to mention when you guys left the lab is you guys would have picked up Samuel, who was handcuffed to like the rails near the entrance. So you guys would have picked him up along the way. So he's just with you guys. Still restrained. All that.
Still crying like a little bitch.
Whimpering in his sleep every once in a while.
I was about to say that Erikai would probably stay near him, but then I considered the idea that that would mean it's me and Hubris, like, cuddling in bed right next to a prisoner, which is very weird.
You cannot forcibly cuck the prisoner.
Not this time.
Or can I?
I mean, he is excluded from the alarm, I assume.
Everybody here is, yes. They can't walk around.
No, he should be
So
one who can set off
so
the
the party
alarm.
members don't trigger. Non-party members do trigger.
He's
Alright.
not a party member, he's a prisoner.
And then he would trigger it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I believe we were going to start with
Nyana's
Nyana's watch.
Alright.
Nyana gets woken up.
Get the fuck up.
I was already awake. I was sleeping with speaking with the merchant. Let's see. Normal.
Yeah.
Perception.
You can also... Wait a minute.
Can my kitty give me advantage on this?
Up. Where is Bird?
Asleep.
Bird is in my bed.
Okay. Wrong thing. Perception. And they have proficiency. They have keen smell and a claw tap. And sorry, I'm just actually setting up their sheet. Okay, yeah, you can make a perception check with your companion.
Nice. Bird. You got it. You can do it. Perception. Come on, Bird. Not too good, Bird. But good try. I love you, buddy. Alright. I'm just chilling here, looking around.
And
Oh, I want to cast a spell when I have time. Where is that? Ah, here it is. Detect weather. How is the weather around here?
The weather?
Yeah.
Good question. I deleted the wrong bird. There we go. Ah. No rain or anything, but there is some winds nearby.
Right. 1 to 5. How strong winds?
Um, 5?
Oh. Which way? There's a freaking storm out there.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Across the river, you guys are off on the road, and the river's kind of like several. It's off the beaten path to, well, technically on the side of the road that you guys are at, you guys would be closer to it, but it's off in this direction where the river is. And across the river, you can see a storm raging in the sands, but it looks violent and make me an Arcana check. You've never seen this storm before, as you've recently woken up. Your party members would be able to tell you what it is once they wake and stuff. Okay, this.
No idea.
You could tell that it is not a natural storm, but for it to be continuously moving and going at the violent way it is a very strong storm. One small thing you do notice that it looks like metal shards all throughout it.
Mm-hmm. Fuck that. That going that way. I'm just gonna chill here for the rest of my watch. Oh, actually, is it possible for me to make some medicine?
Yeah.
It's for our four-horned friend here. I wanna make some horn care cream. I guess.
Do you have alchemy supplies?
I don't.
Hmm.
I have poisoner's kit.
Sabotage her horns.
Let's see. Is there a way I can gain it though? I have a lot of spells here. I don't think so. I can make it with poison and use purify food and drink, or like something like that to clean it.
Yeah, I think so. Just throw the poison. Um,
With that watch, eventually morning comes.
Actually, well,
And I
I'm
rolled the
asleep.
funny. Where
I
is
was gonna
Dirk?
say,
Go ahead.
while I am asleep, I would like to catch up with Verum if
Okay.
he is available in the dream.
Yep.
Explain to him what's going on, and I'll ask Grievely if he wants to swap shifts for a bit.
Reebly salutes.
Oh, there goes the rooster pigeon.
Income cat thing.
As Swumi wakes up in the morning, you just see her wake up and the shadow cat appear.
It's so cute.
It is he.
Eee. Yoink, mine now.
I think you'd have to fight for him.
Miners, takers, miners, yoink.
He is. Why did he get bigger? Why is he medium sized now?
He's not.
What
He
is
doesn't
he
mean.
eating?
He doesn't reach the edges. He looks small size.
Okay, he might have gained some weight, but don't fat shame.
This is small though. He's twice the size of the normal cat.
What you were saying.
It's still
Pops
big.
off cart, swings open, hops inside. Hey, folks!
Huh.
Womp, what are you doing here?
Rather than
You know, you run into us quite often. It's kind of
I
weird.
thought you
Are you
two were like
stalking
me.
us?
He's
Are
one
you
of-
stalking us?
Icefields doesn't have a lot of travel. Bump is dominating this field because you guys gave him a way to dominate the field.
So, how are the Beatles doing?
Yeah, let me move all three of my pets over.
Oh no.
Not inside me. What you doing?
Yeah.
No. The fuck?
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to.
Wow.
Bomb, do you have
doing
anything to
good.
cure a common cold?
Oh, hold on, I got you.
I think I slept in. I think I caught a cold while I was asleep. That's why my voice sounds terrible.
I got you. So, here is some honey and tea that will help with your throat. Yeah.
It's
I also-
poison, honey.
I also have this for you. You can put this on for now. It's a period of health, so it will stop your disease, and in a few days you will be much better.
Okay.
I am prepared to everything.
So you can right click it and send it if you're actually
Yep.
handing it over.
Sending it.
Okay. Thank you. In the meantime, I'm just not going to talk much because my throat feels like sandpaper.
Well, that's no good.
It isn't.
Hi.
It's almost as if a being from another realm had something injected into it over the course of the last week.
Drugs?
I don't know.
Well,
Are you experimenting?
No, I'm not experimenting.
I see.
Mm.
I don't think
Anyways,
she swings that way.
Fomp, nice to meet you.
I sell lots of things.
What have you got?
Well, from the last you met me, I made quite bank.
What do
I
you
would like
mean?
to see your wares.
Alright,
do
so
you have any scrolls?
since the last time you guys met him, he can actually sells more potions. You also notice that he now has normal fruit in his cart. And
I think I've
still
still got a
some
metallic one.
metal
I
fruit.
do. No, I've
I
still got a
thought
metallic one as well.
I thought I removed cursed all his metal fruit.
It must have found more before.
Where
Yeah.
does he keep finding it?
On the ground. Already fallen fruit that didn't change when the curse was removed because it wasn't attached to the tree anymore.
Sense.
He has a
Okay,
spot.
here.
They're all apples, by the way. There's
Why
nothing.
are they all apples? Where does he keep finding apples? This is the geological equivalent of Brazil.
So
There was
how do you eat
a farm in
these?
the north. I think it's a farm. It's more like a random orchard that I don't think anybody attends. Very strange. But there was all the apples on the ground.
How do you eat these? They seem hard.
I tried.
You
It doesn't work.
They are made of solid metal. You can't eat them.
One of them I can bite into, and he picks up the apple and you see dents. But you pick it up and inspect it. And even in your hand, it's starting to, like, malform a little bit. You believe this is...
It's gallium, isn't
Yes.
oh no!
it? If I hold it long enough, will it just melt?
Yes.
This one is I would recommend just
Very
putting
moist.
it in a bag.
Oh.
This is not safe for consumption or holding.
Ooh, cool. Gallium.
Yeah.
Drinks it.
Do you have any indium?
Looks at apples.
I mean, Erikai has smith tools. He could identify what metal the apples are made out of.
Just asking if he has any indium because I want some gum.
So this is a weird one. Do you have any a black silk, like a fine black silk?
Pulls out a robe. Does this work?
Yeah, I just need a small piece.
You break it, you buy it.
How much for the robe?
And is it proper silk?
Probably. He holds out multiple different robes. One looks like it has eyes around it. One robe's patterns, you swear, keeps changing on you. One looks like it has 6 stars across upon the front part in a pattern. And one looks like it's made out of the most exquisite cloth.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Does he have
How
any
much is for that one?
livestock? Does he have any like livestock, i.e., birds?
Yes.
You could always go hunting if you want that.
He has several dodos in a cage.
Interesting.
Well, you see a cage with like a cover over it, and you like lift it open, and you see several dodos in that cage. They're all asleep.
Is he ordering these or some? Did somebody order these, or is he just hoping to sell them at random?
Probably one or the other. Probably the latter.
Does he have any rock doves, also known as the common pigeon?
He does not.
Damn it! Why do no
He does
merchants have
have-
roosting birds?
He does have actually hung up. He has some compies, like on
That
strings.
sounds like That sounds like they're already dead.
Yep, they're hung by the feet. Upside down.
Chicken style.
That
Do you-
doesn't help me.
Do you have
Uh,
anything
They're like
unicorn
a day or
related?
two old.
Fucking unicorn.
A unicorn? What?
Yeah, you got anything unicorn related?
Nope.
Glares at you with malicious intent.
I'm just gonna look confused. Just
Wait,
why?
well-
What?
I've
Wait,
never
what did
seen
I
a
say?
unicorn. Oh no. And
Can
it's
I-
rather not. I want to talk to him.
I wanna roll an insight on Swumi on that glare.
All right.
Well, I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Here, let me sum it up with this.
What
Druid.
the fuck? What's that?
Let
Oh
me
my
sum it up
goodness.
with this. Class
Oh.
Druid.
Oh, okay. So
Swamp has no idea what
it-
the questioning was for. Do you want my robes?
yeah, the really good looking one. What's that?
Oh, this is... okay. This would be considered, equivalent to a +2, armor, but it has
So,
things specifically for mages. It increases your spell save and attack by 2.
How much for that?
How much? A lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
wait, if you're only wanting a piece
It's like
of silk, you don't want to cut this up.
Yeah, I know. I already have the silk, but I thought I might buy a little
It's
more.
also it's a armor class base 15 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Ooh, damn, that will really be good.
What is the spellcasting modifier? What?
Or no, sorry,
Mine is +6.
14.
Damn. So your armor class will be 21.
Yeah, mine is 22. Charisma.
Damn.
Got the book.
I don't even know what my spellcasting is because I don't really use it.
It's at the bottom of your spell book.
Do you have any
well, these are
barding?
16 plus 9.
Bardic?
Barding, you know, animal armor.
Yeah.
Any magic barding?
Ooh.
Rashari's kind of getting to the point where she's a little too squish for me to have her up.
Plump will,
Not to mention, like, her attacks aren't even considered magic and have, like, +4 to hit or something, so...
Plump will open a chest, and inside of it looks like a dark void.
Oh, we got a chest of holding.
We can steal that bitch. No.
This is for bigger things.
Oh god, here we go. Pulls that behemoth.
To be fair, everything is bigger when compared to you.
Fair point. Oh man, it's barding. That's gonna be fun. Trying to remember now. I just did this the other day and I actually forget the prices of barding.
Oh, Nikki.
Here we go. It's 4 times the price.
4 times the price of normal armor. Which is very expensive. And that's just for a large creature. If Rashari were huge size, that would be even more expensive.
8?
I think it's... it would be ×4 again, so it would be 16 times more expensive for a huge size creature.
My god. How much money do you have, motherfucker?
I only have a large size creature.
No, I'm just talking about money-wise.
Oh, I don't really spend that much money as Erikai, I'll be honest.
I don't think I've got too much. I've got 12. You've got 200 platinum.
I have 200 platinum, 61 gold, and then I have items as well that I've never bothered to sell that are worth a lot. Like, I have an entire spare set of plate mail. I have...
Where the Ascending Stones?
Those were given to me by Nyana just a second ago.
Yeah, those are from me.
Okay.
While holding on to it, if you say anybody here's name that has a sending stone, you can call them. They're all connected to each other.
I know what a sending stone is. It's last time I played, I didn't have one.
I just gave it to you. Yeah. I put it in your bag.
Right.
I have silver nuggets, gold nuggets.
Think of it as a thank you gift for saving me.
I have a spare Silk of the Void, which we're never going to use.
That's hilarious.
Let's figure out what we're gonna do with that. Also, he doesn't. I keep trying to find pigeons, and Nikki refuses to let me get roosting birds to start cultivating.
I mean, I could always try and do an... Yeah, that'd still kill him once to do an ensnare strike.
You have survival. You could just literally look for them.
I know, but shooting's more fun.
Though, Plump will pull out a set of barding that does look magical and is basically plate armor.
So that would be... But if it's based... Is it basically plate armor, or is it literally plate?
It's plate, but stronger.
I mean...
They'll be like, I was told this gives resistances to like slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing, like non-magical, and invulnerability for a little bit.
Oh god, barding of invulnerability?
Yes.
Okay, I cannot afford that. I don't think, because
how much would that would be?
Plate barding on its own is $6,000.
You guys
go on, Nikki.
Looks into Swumi's inventory. She has like 377 platinum.
Why do
that's
so little?
Money.
What the
fuck? That's my money. Excuse
I
you.
know.
Where have you got all this money from?
Because Swumi is the one who is. Shumi doesn't buy anything and has also been the one who takes the vast majority of any money rewards we've ended up getting.
Because you guys have for some reason defaulted me as the de facto leader, so I just get handed the money and I distribute it.
I think that's more so just because every other character thus far has either been very uninterested, either very uninterested in the money, or just like you are the most responsible one. Erikai doesn't care about money. He specifically just wants to support Plump. He likes Plump.
We could barter with him to see if he.
Well, for one, I need to get rid of. For one, I need to get rid of some of this shit I have.
Right.
I do need to get rid of this shit because it is very heavy. Erikai's buff as hell, but he does not want to carry this shit around.
And after all this, I'd like to have a look at those cloaks.
You have the charged adamantine great axe, the Oni bow, which I don't think I've ever seen you use.
The Oni bow is nice. It's just the only time I'll need to use it is if I'm nowhere within range of anyone. So it hasn't really come up since the Egypt thing.
Right.
It hasn't come up since then. It was really handy then, so I'm gonna keep it.
You have a spare set of plate armor.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pop that off.
10,000. That's how much it costs.
Okay. Well, first I'm just gonna get rid of some of this shit. Plate armor. Are we going at value or are we going at some percentage? So I can do the math.
Well, I would say Erikai probably takes care. He hasn't worn that plate armor in a long time, and more than likely repaired it and made it look nice. So I will give you full value because your character is a smith and more than likely takes care of his things.
Okay, so 1,500.
Yeah. Just a moment. I'm gonna.
Why do you have so many nuggets of gold and silver?
I don't know. I actually don't know where I got them.
Would it be more efficient for us to just turn that into actual materials? Would we get charged with counterfeiting if we just make our own silver and gold coins?
Well,
if you turn them into bars, it is not counterfeiting.
Yeah, I mean, Erikai can also probably just do that. Plus, this is medieval period. There is no mint. Counterfeiting is not a crime in that you are imitating another currency's mint. It's a crime in that you are making a currency look like a more valuable currency. So, like, creating a coin that has the stamp of a different coin that is very thick, but your coin's thinner. That's counterfeiting. If you're not lying about the quantity of gold or silver that you have, it's not counterfeiting. Counterfeiting in that way was not a concept until long after the medieval period ended and we were moving on to, like, the Renaissance.
Yeah.
And then you also had problems of they had to start putting ridges on the coins
to stop people from clipping them.
Yep.
But yeah, so gold nuggets and silver nuggets, I can just do the math there. That's, holy shit, I have 50 pounds of gold?
Well, so it's a pound. That doesn't seem correct.
It has a weight.
Yeah, I know. But, like, a 1 pound nugget is like the size of a brick. Typically,
actually, gold is very heavy.
Yes. Like, here's the thing: when you pan for gold, a nugget is typically like a fraction of an ounce.
Oh, no. They're not gold, natural gold nuggets. These are gold nuggets from output of processing. We found them in a barrel.
Barrel.
Right, Wizard Ink.
I'm back.
And where did the silver come from?
The nuggets?
Yeah.
Oh,
same place.
Same person.
Yeah, it's the same place. And a gold, this effectively is just this, but in rough shape. It's not that big, especially considering Erikai has, like, preternatural strength. You could probably just carry the shit around in a bag. But it is 2,500 gold and 250 gold worth of silver, which is less impressive.
Not bad.
Huh.
So I'm assuming he would be willing to accept literal just gold and silver as currency.
Yeah. Currency exchange? 8.
Gold.
Gold.
So we're at 4,250.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you
Or
could probably-
425.
You could probably talk him down to just that. Because I don't really know what else we would give him here. The Silk of the Void seems like a very dangerous thing to just give a random merchant.
I mean, let's be honest, we've given him incredibly dangerous things before, and all he's done is sell them to seemingly no one who's not on the up and up, so I don't think that's inherently a bad thing.
Yet.
The only question is whether we can find a better use for it, and I don't think so. I mean, the only other option is like to donate it to the town, and in that circumstance, we're doing the same thing. They don't have a use for a Silk of the Void, so they would just sell it for money.
We need to research what that can be used for outside of it's just inherent. You put it down and it opens a rip in space.
Do you want me to take a look?
Oh,
Do you have like Arcana or something? You want to look at it? Sure.
I have identified.
Well, we've already identified it.
We know what it is. We don't know what it's used for.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, it's basically just used to get the material. Shit like this is used to get the material components for shit like, what is it called? Plane shift. It's like plane shift lets you choose where you go. The Silk of the Void just sends you somewhere random. But in order to use plane shift, you need to have an object from the place you want to go. So shit like the Silk of the Void precurses plane shift.
Right.
This is literally like step 1 in your journey to interplanar travel, and we don't have use for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't see a problem in giving it to him, especially considering, like, I don't think that this is the kind of thing that's really dangerous to anyone other than its user. So unless Plump sells it to someone we like who happens to be incredibly stupid.
I mean, I can ask gods about how this can be used. I have augury.
That only applies to like our plans in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, should we sell this or not?
Bit of a waste, isn't it?
I guarantee you the response is going to be wheel and woe. It's going to be both. Because
the Silk of the Void it will transport you randomly. Like, well, I get to choose where it takes you. And you guys have never gone into it yet, and it is a potential danger for you all.
It also says quantity 1 times 25,000 gold. I'm guessing that's the value cited in the book and not one given to it by you.
Oh no, that is it was at 250,000, but it's 25,000. Yes, no, that is the actual.
Oh
price.
shit! Y'all want to go shopping?
Are we
Again?
giving it? Oh god, this is a repeat of the fucking Robe of Eyes.
Hey, Pwomp. I know you probably don't have this much money on hand, but store credit?
Store credit?
25,000.
I can for barding trade.
No,
And then plus trade plus credit.
Trade plus credit?
Yeah.
That's it's 25k, so that would be 15,000?
Yeah.
Well,
15,000 store credit?
It's 25k plus the 4250, so that's.
Well, I've just added that to my gold. I just have that as platinum now
Okay.
for ease, because I assume he has enough to buy the basic shit.
Yeah.
Right. I need materials to upgrade my armor to +3, but that's difficult because I require
Put it on
dragon
Rashari.
scales made of mithril. I require dragon scales made of mithril, Nikki.
Wait, why do you need material of your armor to make your armor +3? Can't you just use like enchanting to do that?
Erikai can do that.
I don't think I have high enough level spell slots to do that. I'm a paladin,
wait.
remember?
Right.
Which level spell slots do you need?
I think you need 5th.
I do have them. 2 of them.
Yeah, but you don't do blacksmithing, do you?
I don't.
You have to have tools.
Yeah.
Oh.
Erikai can enchant, but I think only up to +2. I think it's like 5th or 6th to make +3 gear. So Erikai can make +2 gear, which, if I remember correctly, is 4th level spells.
6 levels to make +3.
Yeah, it's 2nd level to make +1, 4th level to make +2, 6th level to make +3.
Okay,
That makes sense.
if he's making the check and I'm channeling the Arcana, could we do it? Because I have 6th, 7th, and a 9th level spell slot.
I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing?
That's why I'm asking.
Well, I actually have used NPCs who do something similar to that. Yeah.
Okay, so we'd have to take downtime together.
Yes.
The other cloaks that Swamp has, are the rest of them magical as well?
Yes.
The other cloaks? Or the robes?
They are. They're all magical.
What do they all do?
One of them is eyes.
Yep.
You guys
Still
gave
have
him
it.
this one. He hasn't sold it just yet. He has a robe that is it has a shifting pattern. You can actually make it's basically a robe to give disadvantage to your enemies that can see it, or see it because it's going to be a bright light against them. And you can activate a power to stun them. Oh wait, no, you become stunned if you fail. Oh, never mind. There's one that does magic missile 6 different times.
Oh, the Robe of Stars?
Yeah, +1 to
Robe
your
of Stars
saving
is
throws.
fun.
It's a magic missile at 5th level.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And then the robe I was talking about, which is Robe of the Mage. It's it's actually Robe of the Archmage, but I've changed it a little bit because it's a little different. Because I have robes that actually work kind of like this, but it uses your spellcasting modifier to your AC.
Okay, so the only magic barding he has is the Plate of Invulnerability.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really good. It doesn't turn Rashari into a threat, but it makes her effectively invincible by comparison to previous self.
I'd go for it, Paul.
She still only has...
Well, there's also
frickin'
like resistance, like just normal straight resistance, which will give a resistance to it.
She has +5 to hit for 2d6 + 3 non-magical piercing damage twice right now. So it's so low. The fucking things. I think they're in Tasha's. The amulets that increase your it's like a +1, +2 weapon, or whatever, but for your unarmed strikes. Normally, they're kind of trash for monks because you want monastic arts instead, but for a dragon, maybe.
Like attach it to the plate.
Even just a +1 would... It's the problem is her attacks aren't considered magical.
Yeah.
That's the issue, more so than the damage. Because even with +5 to hit, she's usually attacking with advantage from flanking. So that's fine. And the damage is alright. It's just that she's often going to be dealing half or no damage because she's dealing non-magical. Would he have like one of those Amulet of Claws or Amulet of Fists or something like that? I think Amulet of Fists is Pathfinder.
I can pull up the things.
I think they're like just like a common or an uncommon. There might be a ring, in which case she probably can't wear it. She has a neck, so I think she could wear an amulet. Can a dragon wear an amulet?
I mean, we might need to extend. It's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, right?
I think.
I'm seeing Amulet of the Devout, but
That's different. That's for clerics and paladins.
yeah. Amulet of the Drunkard, Amulet of the Black Skull. I'm not seeing any that match that description.
Insignia of Claws? Oh, it's Horde of the Dragon Queen.
Oh. Huh.
Jewels inside the insignia of the Cult of Dragon flare with purple light when you enter combat, empowering your natural fist or natural weapons. While wearing the insignia, you gain a +1 bonus on attack rolls and damage rolls with unarmed strikes and natural weapons. Such attacks are considered magical, which is the really important bit. It's an uncommon.
Oh, then that would be like less than 500. So, nice.
Yeah, because that way, and it's not even an amulet, it's literally just like a badge. And put that on the armor.
So, what's really funny
Isn't that
about
like
that?
a tattoo?
So on the search engine, like in 5e tools and stuff, when you search it up, the acronym it uses for Horde of the Dragon Queen is Hot DQ. I love it. Fair enough.
I guess, do we just want to... I'm not sure how much we can upgrade here.
I mean, Rashari was the one who had fucking no magic swag, so...
And now they're dripped out with the Supreme armor.
Yeah, Supreme... Okay, so we have 15k of credit. And how much for the Insignia of Claws?
150.
It's gonna be cheap as hell. I'll just buy it with my gold.
It's like 500.
Huh? No, I said
uncommon, I think.
it's uncommon. I said 150.
150, okay.
Okay, so that's like even cheaper. Do we just want to stock up on shit like diamonds, diamond dust, that kind of thing? Potions.
May as well.
Potions are good. I have 7 potions of healing, 1 potion of greater. We can pick up some more potions. How do I send the insignia to Rashari?
I would just drag and drop it on there.
Oh, can I just drag from one sheet onto another?
Yes. If you have ownership of both sheets, then you should be able to. This is going to sound like an odd question. Is there any items we can get to improve a familiar?
Insignia of Claws?
Well, you see, Verum has the ability to cast Shadow Bolt at will. I'm not sure if he has gained any upgrades because I haven't brought him out in a while. But I'm wondering if there's anything I can do to make him even more of a terrifying thing to deal with.
I think that's mostly like a warlock thing, right?
Yeah.
I can help you with that. I have the spell for it. Where is that?
Enlarge familiar and power familiar.
Yes, that. enhanced familiar, I can make it into a scroll and give it to you.
The problem there is that Virum isn't like a scratch you, stab you kind of familiar. He shoots magic, so making him bigger doesn't make him any stronger.
He also
it becomes tougher, larger, vicious, and
I mean,
that might affect its magic.
Being tougher makes it bigger.
He does have a swipe attack. It's just not very good compared to Shadow Bolt. He also, as we found out, is proficient in intimidation, because when we were in the cannibal tower, I kept using an action to fucking scare the cannibals, and he kept shifting into whatever made them scared from their nightmares.
No.
I'm just going to remove the Silk of the Void now that we have that store credit.
Yeah. Oh no. That spell does do a thing. That would... It wouldn't... It would just... Yeah, it would just make Virum bigger. But it wouldn't actually empower it. There are things in, like, Warlocks, invocations and other things that beef up the hell out of familiars.
I don't think that there's a...
Mostly.
Are there items that give you invocations? I know there's feats.
There's feats and there's boons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have either. That's why I was asking if there were any items that could accomplish that, but the answer is no. So,
I mean, we're about to do the big thing, so now is the time for us to get stuff.
Right.
Wait, what big thing?
We're about to invade a city. This is, as far as I'm aware, literally like the final main thing of this campaign. Is we're about to take on the last city, which has been taken over by the Shardminds here.
Yeah.
It is the last thing for this arc. We have more to do afterwards.
Oh yeah.
But
main thing for this continent, getting rid of the last curse. Well, besides the curse that was brought upon by Phil.
Motherfucker can deal with it himself.
That's what he's gonna do during his downtime.
I mean, do we want to just get... Do we want to just get more barding and insignia of claws so we can start bringing around fucking the warg too?
Wait a minute.
More pets?
More pets?
Wait a minute.
More pets?
Hold on. Why the fuck does Phil also wear mithril scale mail?
Because he can
Also,
wear... Because he... That's a good question.
Yeah, no. It's heavy armor.
Medium.
It's
mithril.
It's mithril. They don't need the strength it doesn't have a strength requirement.
Yeah, so all it does is prevent him from... Actually, no. Scale mail isn't heavy armor. Scale mail is medium armor. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. And...
He also has a bunch of crap in his inventory that he doesn't need. Like +2 studded leather.
+3 studded leather.
+3... 15 AC plus...
He still has the Shardmind's decapitated head.
Doesn't he wear the +3 studded? It's way better.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
I mean, can I link that scale mail for materials? Because I'm pretty sure I know where he got those scales.
Yeah.
Yoinking.
You stealing from Phil?
He doesn't need it. He has better armor in his inventory.
You rejected it.
I didn't. Said it again. Okay, cool. Figure out what to do with that in a bit. Do we want to get barding for the beetle?
If we get barding for something, we probably don't want it to be the beetle, because the beetle is the thing that pulls our cart. We don't want to bring that thing into combat at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get ambushed on the road.
Then we protect it.
Then you protect it.
Also,
Okay.
can the
It can
beetle...
burrow.
Also, the beetle is a beetle. It should already
Burrow.
have really high AC.
It can
He
hide
has
as well.
14 by default.
Really? That's
His
it?
CR half.
Oh, right, he's not metal anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just tell them to hide.
I mean, we can get, like, non-magical barding pretty fucking easy. Especially if we're not getting full plate.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need it. This is the thing. I'm struggling to think of what we...
I see we get splint barding, potentially for Volk and for the dog, because that would give us effectively an additional target during our fights.
You want to bring the warg.
I want to bring the warg, yeah, because it gives us an additional target, and frankly, this party's main trouble is that Erikai is the only front line. And once Erikai gets low, people just walk around him. He's not Victor, he can't solo tank. I mean, with Rishari having that shit, it makes things a lot easier. But, I will remind you the 17 different times Belliath has had one enemy walk up to her and then proceeded to immediately become death.
Mm-hmm.
This party is squish as hell. And, the only reason Ennaq has been mostly fine is because he can fly.
That is true. I mean, my health isn't too bad either, as well as my armor.
Ennaq is alright, but also Ennaq is flying. Nyana and Belliath, and even Swumi, if she's not wild shaped, can get pretty fucked up.
I can't fly.
Fucking got flying broom.
I'm a witch. What do you expect?
Yeah, no, she's a witch.
It's very flavorful.
I don't know much
What?
about.
Yeah, we're basically the
whatever.
same, except I went to college.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
I am surprised by this. I don't think Belliath has... Yeah, no, Belliath doesn't have any focuses that are above standard.
They have their blood well.
I thought they got I thought the Pillar of Nightmares was it gave a bonus. Does it not give a bonus to spell save DC or?
It doesn't give a plus anything.
Oh, the
It
pillar.
has its
She
abilities.
hasn't. Okay, that is supposed to give bonuses. They just have.
Because yours does.
It's also not an equipped focus. They still have the orb for some reason, which
Yeah,
they
I don't
shouldn't
know
have
why-
because
yeah, I
the
shouldn't
orb
have
was
the orb.
turned into the staff.
Yeah, the staff. It also increases damage. It has a plus to damage the whole time, but it hasn't actually been applying.
Oh shit. Okay, maybe we should fix that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have the orb still.
Yeah, the orb should just be gone. The obsidian crystal should also just be gone because the staff has those two things in it.
Mm-hmm.
They were used as crafting components along with the dream steel.
What would I need? What would I need to upgrade my breastplate?
Your breastplate?
Yeah, shadow steel.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna have +2 shadow steel, and I don't think
I just mean in general.
I mean, in general, shadow steel gives you resistance to necrotic, I think.
I just want to improve my armor. That's all I'm thinking.
If you want to improve your armor class, get yourself some plus medium armor. But I don't think you're going to keep your resistance to necrotic, though I don't think that's something you necessarily need.
No, that's not the reason for it. I think you made this for me because it was better than my previous armor.
Yeah, I specifically just made you half plate because you didn't have half plate yet, or breastplate. You have a breastplate?
Yeah, it's breastplate. It's
okay.
medium.
We can make it half plate.
Do you care about stealth?
I mean, yes. That's why I want to stick to medium or light. I want decent, if possible. If I can get a bit more AC, that's brilliant.
What's your dex?
My dex is +4. It's 18.
Okay, so with +4 dex, if you have breastplate, that's 14. Which medium armor? Some medium armor does diminish your stealth. So you can get 1 additional AC out of medium armor if you don't care about stealth. 14 + 2 is 16, whereas 12 + 4 is 16. So studded leather and breastplate are the same for you.
It's for some reason though, when I do go with my AC, it does say +2 dexterity instead of +4.
Yes, because medium armor limits how much you can add to your AC with dex.
Right. Okay.
I have an idea.
What's that?
I know what we can use. I think I know how we can repurpose the mithril scale.
I thought you were using it to upgrade yours.
I don't think the only way I could is to make heavy armor, and I don't think I can do that as
you can't wear heavy armor. You don't have proficiency.
Yes, I can. Yes, I do.
You have proficiency in heavy armor?
It says on my sheet, proficiency in light, heavy, medium, and shields.
Are you sure that's not left over from when you were a cleric?
Could be, because it removed all the other stuff from my... We completely remade my character sheet, I'm pretty sure.
Druids don't have proficiency in heavy armor. So unless you took heavily armored as a feat, that's left over from when you were a cleric. Druids have proficiency in light, medium, and shields. Clerics have proficiency in light, medium, and shields, and depending on their domain, they get access to heavy or martial weapons. I believe nature clerics... Bonus proficiency. At first level, you gain proficiency with heavy armor. I'm almost positive that's because you were a cleric. You don't have proficiency in heavy armor. Unless you took heavily armored as a feat or something and didn't say anything about it.
I don't think so. Quick question, Nikki. Tower shields typically have a strength requirement. Is that the case with mithril?
Probably just reduced.
Well, base tower shields require a strength of 16. I have a strength of 10.
Okey-dokey. What? Sorry?
Does making a tower shield of mithril materials remove the strength requirement to wield it?
Lessens their strength requirement. It's still a lot of material.
What does it bring it down to? Because
it goes
I have
from, if I remember, I'm double checking what default is. So it goes from a 16 to a 13.
I have 10.
So not a good idea.
I can't do a tower shield then.
Is that what you've got equipped at the moment?
I have a kite shield.
Like I said, I recommend we just get more bodies, because that way you don't have to worry about being hit nearly as much. You guys can handle taking an off hit. The problem is our front line collapses very quickly.
I still need to stat up
New weapon for
the other
Hubris.
boy.
What
Is Hubris coming with us?
Yes, she's been coming with us.
I didn't expect her to come with us for the actual proper battle. I mean, if that's the case, Hubris has I think she has like a +1 sword that has an extra die or something right now.
+2
what is her
sword
armor?
with lightning.
+2 sword with like a D6 lightning or something.
Yeah.
What is Hubris' current armor?
Scale mail +2.
Scale mail is
Never mind.
okay. That's 16. Do you have proficiency in shields?
Yeah. Yes.
She has
Okay.
the arcane arsenal thing. So in that case, maybe get her. Does she
We
just
can
have
get-
a normal shield right now?
She
I
doesn't
don't think she
use
has
a shield.
period. Okay, so we can break down the mithril scale mail for raw materials and use it. Make her a kite shield like mine.
Is there a medium?
Why does she need
wait,
it to be
what's the-
mithril?
It doesn't need to be. It's just the materials we have on hand.
A
Like-
mithril shield is identical to a normal shield. If we want a shield, we don't have to waste time. You just buy a shield for 5 gold. Or buy her an actually good shield. If we're wanting her to be in melee with people, we probably want her to have a higher AC.
What's her
What's her
level at the
strength?
moment?
She's like 4 levels lower than us, I think.
3 levels.
I
She's
can't
level
see.
10 Celestial Warlock.
Right.
Shoot. Cat.
But she has overcapped Constitution.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, she got a boon too, then.
Yeah.
I can't look at Hubris' sheet.
Her boon is
No, but I
because
can't.
her boon comes from actually defeating her former patron, helping with. So she gained the Constitution of a devil.
And I'm guessing she also just doesn't have Celestial Resilience, or because it hasn't applied thus far.
Steel.
That's the 10th level feature for Celestial Warlock, where everybody gets temp HP. Makes sense because it's a lot to manage with the party, so probably just doesn't apply.
I keep forgetting about it. But it is there.
We have a lot of shit going on.
Temp HP. 10 plus.
I don't understand.
So it'd be like
anything.
14 HP every.
Well, welcome to the campaign experience. We do this a lot.
Yeah. Okay. She doesn't have. She has negative dex. Just so you know.
Wait, she has fucking
8 dex. Yeah.
Arcane Arsenal then. She should be wearing heavy armor.
Yeah.
We just okay. So we buy her fucking
Full plate.
thick.
Just get her some
Does
full
he
plate.
have? Does he have the Does he have the adamantine mithril Damascus? That
You sold them?
we didn't sell him any. We broke mine down into half plate. I gave the half plate to a favorite NPC, and then we gave the rest to Ennaq to use for something.
I don't remember when the other party came.
That was probably my bow.
I
And
don't
that was
remember.
Doomfletch. That's the last thing I got.
No, that was made of dream steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be the culling bow then.
It doesn't need to be adamantine or anything. I say we just get Hubris a magic shield and some +3 seems extreme, but
Or I mean, well, I guess so. Plus
Get her like
Plus
some.
1, plus 2.
We get her 2 separate items because it's going to be overall cheaper because it's exponential otherwise. Because she has 2 different slots we can fill. So get her +1 full plate, +1 shield.
Well, if I go first, we're on about armor for me. If I go, what is the negative to my stealth? If
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless you get
Mithril.
mithril armor, which removes the disadvantage on
Right.
stealth for
Which we
heavier
don't have
armor.
time for right
Yeah,
now.
no, that's fine. No, I just couldn't remember what the downside to it were.
I'm saying we have 15k worth of credit. I say we get +1 full plate for Hubris, +1 shield for Hubris, and then we get barding for the dog and another fucking necklace of or sigil of whatever, the sigil of claws for the dog because they're cheap as dirt.
Right.
Sounds fine by me.
And then shit ton of potions, enough to evenly spread
Yeah,
across the party.
spend the rest on consumables.
What? Hold on, I need to check something. Revivify requires diamond worth 300, greater restoration, which I don't use in combat.
It's like being strong as giants.
I am. Very much so.
I think we already fit that niche pretty well.
So price check on full plate +1, shield +1.
Shield would be a
sword?
kite shield. The kite shields are very cheap.
Wait, what the fuck?
Hmm?
Translated from understands but as master but cannot speak. What the hell?
No, we didn't choose
Oh,
a.
the wyvern.
We didn't choose a.
Did I
we-
select the wyvern?
Oops.
I'm going to say I don't think we've chose a language for him yet, have we?
That's Belliath's thing.
Have we got? Has he got any better quivers? I think mine only holds 50 arrows.
Ooh, you want
There's a quiver that holds like a shit ton of arrows.
So that
Okay.
doesn't
Let me
actually-
Oh.
do that.
That's actually a good point. We could get you that quiver and then get you a shit ton of specialty arrows
Fine by me.
and normal arrows.
At the moment, I have 54 normal arrows.
We can get you
That's
a
it.
couple
They
of arrows
have
of
that
slaying.
quiver.
They have it already?
Yes.
Yeah, they have it already.
Oh.
Though I will note, arrows, unless you're getting specifically arrows of slaying,
That's
are a
what
really
I was,
bad deal.
That's what I was saying.
You
Like
could.
a couple of those.
There's the bludgeoning arrow.
I recommend maybe arrows of slaying, but we're trying to slay shard mines. That's very. Do you have any arrows of shard mine slaying? Do you have any contraband? Is what we're saying.
Arrows of slaying don't have a specific target in this setting.
They don't. What?
Yes, they do.
They do?
You do have to. Yeah, I have. Okay, so what they're supposed to be is slaying of specific creatures or slaying of a particular kind. They're focused on like things like dragons.
I guess in this case it would be a arrow of humanoid slaying.
Yeah.
Do you have any arrows of humanoid slaying?
These probably very
Do I look
illegal
like an
and
assassin?
regulated items.
Do you do crime?
Do you crime?
Does not
Do you do crime? What would
Any crime
Have
today?
you done?
Womp?
Have you participated in any crime this evening?
What would it be that I need to actually make arrows?
Are you a casual criminal?
Just look at Womp like, okay, look, on the down low. You got some crime on you?
You crime?
Uh,
do you spice?
Oh,
These are supposed
well-
to be. There we go.
potions of speed.
Mm.
Yep.
Give everybody haste.
Potions of speed are good. But first we need to know how much credit we have left, so we should get the full plate and the shield +1 and the barding first.
Yeah.
The plate +1. It's just 200 gold on top of it, if I remember correctly.
So that's 1,700.
Mhm. Potions is...
So that's a shield. Is that the same 200 on top?
So there isn't exactly like plus shields in my setting, not so much. Well, there are magical shields and stuff, but I've just split them into shields, kite shields, and tower shields. Tower shields a little bit different. But you can plus them and everything, and that does like it's basically like it's still 200 for the extra on it.
Okay, so a shield is 10, so it's 210.
Yeah.
So we're 1700 plus 210, and then barding is going to be expensive. I say we don't get full plate, we get splint. It's only 1 less AC, and it gives you like a huge discount because it's multiplicative, right? Splint is 200 as compared to plate's 1500.
Right.
Plus 1 splint.
Plus 1, well, not plus 1 splint. Plus 1 splint is literally identical to plate.
Yeah.
We're getting the splint is barding for the ward.
Yeah, we're getting splint barding for Volk and for Volk and the ward.
Fair enough.
So that's 200 times 4, so that's 800 each.
So that's another 1600, which it was 1910.
So that's 1700 plus 210 plus 1600.
That's 3510.
3510 is what we spent on armor, and then we can need to add the splint barding to Volk and to
Ward.
to the warg.
Ego, that's his name. Check your ego at the door. Okay, I guess they don't allow pets in this establishment.
No pets.
It's barding of invulnerability, but it's just 18 AC. It's still just full plate. Correct. The barding of invulnerability is still 18 AC. It doesn't have a bonus.
It's still 18 AC. But it does give resistances, so I gotta put those on there. There we are.
And then Ego had scale mail barding, but that's going to be removed.
Ego. Ah, they did have scale mail. Now they have splint.
Yeah, I made that way ages ago.
Way ages.
How much was the barding of invulnerability? Or the
That was
barding for Rishari?
Barding for Rishari has already been taken out.
Yeah.
So we're at 11,490 in credit. And Ego now has splint armor, so Ego's at 17, and we also need a another insignia of claws if he has one.
Oh yeah.
Those are 200, you said? Those are 150?
Yeah.
150. Yeah.
So that's 11,340. Insignia of claws is fucking easy as hell, so.
Yeah.
And then +6 to hit for 2d6 +4, but more importantly, it's now considered magic, which is like the really important bit.
Worst case scenario, I have a staff of flowers that I can hit people with, and it counts as a magical weapon.
So now I have two mounts.
One for you, one for wife.
Oh yeah, Hubris can ride Ego.
Hubris riding Ericai's ego. Oh no.
Sounds about right.
His ego was so big that it manifested into a creature.
Ego's that big, his wife can ride it.
Ego is large size category, which I did
His
not know
ego is so
standard for
strong.
Lord.
That even his attacks are counted as magical.
Stop attacking my shit, Daddy.
Belliath is taking some damage.
Okay, so we have 11,340, and now we have Barding for Volk. Which does Volk have a sheet?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so Volk has the Barding, Ego has Barding, Rishari has Barding. Rishari and Ego both have the insignia. Volk doesn't really need the insignia because he's not
attacking.
gonna be. Yeah, he's not gonna be attacking. We just don't want him to die. I mean, you have the thing that lets you like enlarge your cat. Do you want your cat to have an insignia too? They're really cheap.
Can he wear it though? He's a familiar.
Oh yeah, because if you banish the familiar, it's just gonna fall on the ground.
Yeah.
What about the little mechanical clockwork wyvern?
That requires a different thing to upgrade.
Yeah, okay. Well, fine then.
Also, it's a construct. I don't think magic items work on them.
They are kind of magical.
Okay. And then and then obviously Hubris has full plate and +1 shield. +1 full plate, +1 shield. Which should, as far as I'm aware, increase her AC from like previously she had +2 scale mail, so she was at 15 including her dex. +2, she was at 17, so she's gone up to 19 +3, so she's gone from 17
She went from 15
to like 21.
22.
15 to 22, which just gave her fucking +7 AC.
Do we want to get her a plus sort of certain death?
She has +2 sword of extra lightning damage already. I feel like her weapon is fine.
Yeah, her weapon is fine.
Oh, never mind. I didn't know. So I say, let's break this down. I only have one currently. I want to get at least 2 more diamonds for Revivify.
That seems reasonable. We don't want to die.
I would say the rest needs to be broken up probably between potions of speed to give certain people haste without having to use the spell.
Oh yeah, we don't have a fucking
and
sorcerer anymore.
What about invisibility as well? Because obviously some people aren't going to be able to sneak.
I can cast it.
Well, I've also
Spell
got
is
Pass Without a
target spell.
Trace, but
Okay, so I've -600. You have 2 more 300 diamonds. Just add that
All right.
because that's we definitely want that.
Yeah, they'll add the.
I got
Edit.
greater invisibility as well.
Nyana can cast silence effectively at will, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Yes, I can cast it at will.
In that case, I think that what we really need to do is make this entire party invisible. So, actually, this is a weird question. Can you get upcasted scrolls? Do we
No.
get like a scroll of invisibility that is upcast?
No,
Because there isn't a mass invisibility spell, I don't think.
there is none.
no. I think the max I think someone can do is it themselves and 2 others? I think that's the max.
1 second.
What we want is a spell scroll that or a spell item that lets you learn a particular spell. Because if Swumi can learn, can have like an item that she can attune to that would give her access to invisibility, she could upcast it to 9th and make us all invisible. That would be it's 8 targets. So that's effectively the entire party, considering I can that would be 1, 2. You can dismiss the familiars, so it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got
5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we have effectively
anyway.
just one too many targets, so Swumi could cast invisibility.
To be honest, I do
9.
have a plus 14 to my stealth, and I also pass without a trace. So
in technicality, you can.
What do it? What
if you spend the time and the effort, you can write a scroll that is of upcasted.
Oh, that actually makes things a lot easier. Okay.
Yes, you can. Yeah, 100% possible. Neither did I, but I just realized I looked it up, and I'm getting a lot of yeses from if you spend the time and hours it would make or cost to make that high level of a scroll, then yes, you can do that.
So it would cost, if we buy invisibility upcast a 5th, it would cost as much as a 5th level spell scroll.
Yes.
So how much is a 9th level spell scroll?
A lot.
Too much.
A lot.
Which is why I recommended instead getting an item that would let Shumi know invisibility and cast it with her spell slots.
I'm not
I
sure
don't know if there's
big.
an item.
You can't upcast items.
Yeah. I think we're overcomplicating this a bit.
I mean, we do have silence pass without a trace, and maybe we go for the seeming route. Seeming is like a 6th level spell, I think. Makes everybody disguised. Make yourselves look like Shardminds.
So what we can do is, I give somebody greater invisibility. They go ahead of us.
Ooh.
We cast Pass Without Trace and Silence, and we follow them, right? And they can speak to us with Sending Stones, even when we are in silence.
Get rid of that spell.
And they just scout ahead. Nobody can see them.
Hubris is the right level. She has 5th level spell slot.
Did she know invisibility?
I double checked if it is in the spell list, and yes.
So Hubris can make a bunch of us invisible too. She can make 4 people invisible. Nyana knows invisibility. Belliath, I think, knows invisibility. I think. Does Belliath know invisibility?
It was the other sorcerer.
It was the other sorcerer? Fuck.
The sneaky one.
The one that just
bolted.
pieced out.
Go on, that got away.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that was traumatic. Leaves.
In this case, I think we just have the spells we need to be stealthy. It's only the question of, do we want to get a scroll of sending so that if we get caught, we don't look super sus?
I have 2 of those already.
You have a scroll of seeming already?
Oh, seeming, no. I thought you said sending.
No. Seeming. It's a 6th level spell. This is actually a more important question. Does Swamp even have one? It's a 6th level spell. She might not. It's a 6th level illusion.
It's a 5th level illusion.
Oh, is it 5th? Oh, okay. I thought it was 6th. Must have been thinking of something else.
I was looking into, and he has a lot of the PHB spell scrolls, and I was seeing if it was PHB or Xanathars. It's actually PHB. Not bad.
So is that a yes?
Yes, he does. And I'm going to tell you the price of spell scroll. One second. So 5th level, so 640.
Oh, that's cheap. I say we pick that up, and then we can have... somebody... If to cast it, you need a spellcasting check, because I don't think anybody has it on their spell list. It's a Bard Sorcerer. Does anybody here have 5th level Sorcerer spells? I don't think Belliath has 5th level Sorcerer spells.
We have a bard.
No, it has to be of a level that you could cast.
Oh,
I mean, I have 5th level spell slots.
but you're a witch.
Yeah, let me check if it's a.
Is that a witch
or
spell?
not. Yeah.
If it's a witch spell, we don't even need to get it because you can toilet
Is
double for it.
witch its own class?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It is not a witch spell.
It's a what? Sorry.
It's one that Droogan made.
Ah, I got it.
References.
Yeah, it's not a witch spell, unfortunate.
Yeah, it's Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard, and then 2 subclasses of Warlock. So we would have to make a check to use it.
Yeah.
Phil is a Bard, though, so he has half proficiency. So Phil's getting an extra +2. So Phil's rolling at +6. Does anybody have like overcapped spellcasting stat? I don't think so.
I do.
No.
Oh, you do?
I have 22 charisma.
Oh, okay, that just puts you at equal with Phil. So you or Phil can be the one to cast Seeming if we need it. I say we buy a scroll of Seeming. Give that to Nyana because Phil's not here.
Alright.
It's 640, you said?
Yep.
So that's 10,100.
So yeah, we're at 10,100. Scroll of Seeming goes to Nyana. I definitely agree with the potions of speed thing. Me, Ennaq, Phil, Hubris, even the pets could benefit from speed.
If I want to go more melee, then wild.
Oh yeah,
shape
you
is
could
fine.
benefit from it too in wild shape.
Potions of speed are just 200 gold.
Oh hell yeah, that's cheap as hell.
How many rounds does it last?
I think it's the
a
same as
minute?
normal. I think it's 10 rounds.
It lasts a minute, so 10 rounds. Yeah.
So.
So
I
1,
skip-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just get 8 to be safe.
8. So 8 times 200 is
1,600.
So that's
8,500 left.
500, and then what?
Everyone except for Nyana and Belliath gets one,
Because they can cast it on themselves.
and I would get 3 because I have to feed it to Rashari and the dog too.
Right.
Here, guys.
And then we have 1 extra one, which I guess I'll keep as well. So I would have 4. And then everybody else would have 1, except for specifically Belliath and Nyana, because they don't have need for haste.
What's
Yeah.
the highest level healing potion?
Supreme.
Huge. Supreme.
Get super. Okay.
He has a total of like 3 supremes.
Okay. So
They're 500
Supreme
gold each.
I'm aware. Let's just go ahead. 3 supreme potions. That brings us down to 6k.
Pushing
Greater.
speed. Just hold on. Just making sure everybody got their shit, because Phil isn't here. So did he get it?
I put all of them in Swumi's inventory. The potions.
Oh, you're gonna have to dole those out.
yeah.
Yeah, I can do that in a second.
I can do that right now. You said 4 to Erikai?
4 to Erikai, and then and then 1 to Ennaq, 1 to Phil, and 1 to Hubris.
Oh, right.
And then I have 4, so I can feed 2 of them to Rashari and Ego, and 1 to myself, and then 1 spare one in case something goes wrong.
Right. So we have 3 supreme.
How much are Supremes?
500.
500. So it's down to. I think I did my math right. That's
7,000.
Yep.
So you have 3 supreme healing potions.
I'm going to dole
Yes.
2 of those out to separate people. The idea of the
a suggestion.
Yes.
Psychic resistance.
That is a good idea.
That is a fair point.
I have resistance to all spells, but sometimes they're not just using spells, they're using psionics, which pierces my aura.
Yep.
So even if you guys are sticking near me, you're just getting the damage reduction.
Belliath just can't be.
Belliath can't.
Anyone that goes into her
there's
mind
Dave.
becomes crazy.
My mind is full of eldritch creatures that you could not even imagine.
My mind is an elaborate and complicated maze that I did not construct. Please help. I don't know how to leave.
Daedalus constructed my mind to be confusing even to myself and full of creatures that I don't even understand.
Okay, so potions of psychic resistance. What about those?
300.
Sleep paralysis demon Fred.
300. Honestly, that feels like an everyone potion.
I don't think psionics affect Belliath.
Belliath can be affected by psionics. What?
She can be affected. She's just a lot more resistant to the psionic abilities because of her patron. Well, that's about it.
Okay, so
I don't think Belliath's high enough level that she has inherent resistance to psychic damage, though.
right.
Because she's mixed with sorcerer, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so that's
What level do they get the resistance? I think it's at 10th. I don't want to give her a potion that's not going to do anything, so.
Hold on, let's look at Belliath's sheet. They are...
Warlock 7, passive abilities, Metamagic Adept, Hellish Resistance, Shrouded from Sight, Warlock, Eldritch Invocations, Entropic Ward is the thing that she got, which gives her disadvantage on something and then advantage on another thing. So that's not it. She doesn't have it yet. So she does need resistance to psychic, just like everyone else.
Yep.
Okay, so that's an everyone thing, so
So that's, I mean, do we want to give it to the pets?
not Rip.
I don't think so.
Really.
So Hubrisville, Nyana, Ennaq, Belliath. So that's 5, 6, 7. We need 7.
You guys have Shatterblade still in here. You're part of the
Hubrisville is 2. Nyana, Ennaq, Belliath is 3, so that's 5. Plus Swumi and Irikai is 7. So you want 7 potions of psychic resistance. That would be 2,100.
So that brings us down to
4,900.
yeah. We don't really need the potions of giant strength.
No. Unless we have potions that increase charisma. That's, like, increasing our strength is redundant because Erikai already has overcapped strength.
Well, Hubris doesn't, I don't think.
She
I have
has
7
enough.
strength.
Okay,
Hubris has enough.
so how many greater healing potions can we get for 4,900?
Graders are like 150 or something, right?
I think so.
Oops, I accidentally gave Potion of Speed instead of Potion of Resistance to Psychic. Oops. I mean, you are supposed to have both, but that's okay. Womp.
So, Cinder Player.
Nyana.
Belliath is going to hold 1. Who wants to hold the third auxiliary shit's about to happen potion? Or shit's going wrong. No, Supreme. So
Bill, because he's the fastest one.
To explain to Dursun my logic with getting multiple Supreme Healing potions. The Supreme Healing potion on its own is shit is going bad and you need the mega boost. The reason why I buy multiple, why we get multiple at a time is so that multiple people hold them. That way, say the druid who holds one goes down, the party isn't boned. There's a backup.
I'd say Phil. He's got the highest speed. That movement wise.
Ooh! I just had a thought.
What?
Headband of Intellect. Int saves might be a problem.
My int is 11.
Don't have the.
Let me check my int save.
I do, and I have 7 int. Not normally something I would care about. It doesn't really help me in any way, other than in this case giving me +6 to int saves.
Yeah, my int save is +3.
Belliath, I accidentally sent you all 3. You need
sorry.
I also bring this up because I believe if you get stunned, your potion of speed ends.
I'll send those back to you.
I don't send
Send
2.
Wow.
Potion of speed stuns you at the end of the potion, but getting stunned doesn't stop the potion.
There you go.
Okay.
So don't worry about that one.
We are still dealing with clerics who can fucking dispel it.
I will counterspell it.
Yeah, I also think with Gaze of Madness, I don't need this psionic resist potion because I'm resistant to mind control, I think. Nikki, is that right?
Well, that's more of there are still psionic abilities that deal psychic damage.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not to deal with like the mind control stuff. It's to stop you from dying from psychic damage.
You're shrouded. It's your.
Yeah, I can't get.
If someone enters your mind, then shit happens because of your awakened mind. But
I like to imagine my telepathy. When I talk to other people, it just has a bunch of other voices now.
But that's mostly when they actually enter your mind.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. You're not resistant to psychic just yet.
I put a potion of supreme healing into Phil's inventory. I'm holding one. He's holding one. Belliath's holding one. We have contingency, backup contingency, and backup to the backup contingency.
Backup to the backup.
I bring up Headband of Intellect because it's an uncommon, so we might be able to afford it pretty easily, and it would potentially stop those of us who have a spare attunement slot, that is. I mean, admittedly, kind of rough.
Yeah,
but
I think that's a good way of using the attunement slot.
Erikai doesn't have any items that he's attuned to.
Yeah, if you,
that's right. He's just
one.
All of his shit doesn't require attunement, so like, I'm happy to give up the attunement slot. I don't care. But, you know, I mean, having the extra int might stop me from getting stunned.
Yeah, that's good. In that case, you have free attunement slots. Do you want something like the Brooch of Shielding?
It gives you resistance to force, right?
It gives you resistance to force damage, and you have total immunity to the magic missile spell.
If you want to send that over, I'll take it. I'll attune to it. Because I think you used to be attuned to that, but you gave it up, right? Because you wanted to attune something else.
No, I'm attuned to it.
Oh. Then why are you giving it to me?
Well, no, I'm saying you could buy one.
Oh.
It's a trinket.
I'll start with the Headband of Intellect, because we're running lower on gold.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Headband of Intellect is going to be way, way, way more useful.
How much is it?
250 for the headband.
250 gold?
Yeah.
That's it? Holy shit,
It's
the
an
value.
It's an uncommon. And I try to range the prices between 100 and 500.
I could probably do one of them then.
I have an intelligence of 16.
Mine's
I'm
11.
Do you have a spare attunement slot for it?
I had 2.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's get another one.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that
That's we're down to 4,400. 2 headbands of intellect, 1 for me, 1 for Ennaq.
Wait, it doesn't require. Oh, it does require attunement.
Yeah, it does require attunement. It's a good item if you have mediocre or bad ints for this, because we're gonna get some int saves.
I made a character have actual low intelligence, and the only reason she's smart is because she has a headband of intellect. So she
How long
always...
does it take to attune? Is it a short
it
rest?
takes an hour.
No.
You can do it on your travels. You can take the hour to
Yeah.
attune to it. So
Yeah.
How much does the brooch of shielding cost if we want to get that? If we want to get more of those?
oh, it's same thing.
What does the brooch of shielding do again?
It gives you resistance to force, and it makes you immune to magic missile.
The resistance to force might come up, particularly because we're fighting clerics. They might be using, like, what is it? Divine weapon or whatever.
Necrotic resistance might also be another good one. If the clerics, they're probably going to have Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead and inflict wounds are also good. The ones that they tried to use before as well. So resistance to necrotic for those of us who aren't ASMR already.
I'm going to say, I think I did you say my armor already gives me?
It does, yes. So that actually might be a reason to keep your armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just curious if there's a way of us improving it in any way. But obviously,
we can make it up to +2 with Ericai's smithing.
Yeah, but we don't have time. We're about to do this shit, and it's going to delay just so that Ennaq can get better armor.
We're not about to. We're going back to the camp.
Okay. Well, when we get back to the camp, we can consider that. But
I just
what
remembered
I've
that
been trying to say.
his armor will actually auto. He can go invisible with it.
Who's on?
The Shadow Steel.
Erica.
Oh!
Ennaq.
He can disassociate from reality.
Ennaq, you have the headband?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it doesn't actually say the resistances from it. It just gives me AC plus 16.
Oh, that's just because it's part of the material Shadow Steel.
Yeah.
So
you can add necrotic resistance to your sheet by hitting the pin icon where it says damage resistance.
There you go. Condition immunity. Fire.
I'm immune to all types of fire, I believe.
Yeah, we've got free attunement slots. Do you have another free one, Ennaq?
I do indeed.
You should maybe consider the brooch of thing or rings of resistance are also a thing, right?
Yep. Yeah, they are.
What do they do?
Particularly psychic resistance is important, but we have that from potions now. Which saved us a lot of money.
There's a ring of X-ray?
Get a Sword of Vengeance for old time's sake?
Okay, at the moment I'm using the Calling Bowblade as my my sword.
Considering you can fly, you're probably generally just going to be using your bow.
Oh yeah, no, that is literally just if somebody gets in range and I can't get away, or I don't have the opportunity to get away.
I recommend everybody to buy feather tokens. They're like 20 gold, and it's literally a common item that gives you feather fall.
I can fly, so that doesn't affect me.
I don't think we're going to need feather fall.
Yeah, but it's a lifesaver if you need it.
that, again, I don't think we're going to need it is the thing. They don't have reverse gravity or dimension door, so they can't just yeet us.
I have
Dimension
tried-
Door requires a willing target.
Oh,
You're thinking of Scatter.
If they charm you, they can dimension door you.
In that case, I
done
can
that before.
wild shape into
Ooh,
a flying creature.
Charming. That's a thing. Rings of Mind Shield.
Oh shit.
To stop those of us who aren't resistant to that crap like Belliath from getting charmed.
Does that require attunement?
It does, but maybe for Ennaq and me.
The space.
Especially me! Do you guys want to get one shot?
Hey, you've got to catch me first, motherfucker.
He can grow wings. I think.
What?
Oh
No,
no,
I can't.
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Different
I mean,
time.
it depends if it's on his mount, I guess.
Erikai wants to redeem himself and become a not a fallen Azamar anymore.
My phone. Yeah, that mind shielding.
Why is the
down
unarmored
for having
defense
one.
from your barbarian still in here?
What?
I've just found it in your passives. That's so funny. Alright.
Is unarmored defense still in there? Did I not remove it?
It was still in there. It's all
Did
good.
you remove it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Ring of Mind Shielding. It's an uncommon major tier though, so it's going to be on the upper end, but still very worth it. It's attunement, but it stops you from getting. You are immune to magic unless others read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. Oh no. Is there not a ring that makes you like resistant to charm?
I don't remember.
Just a ring of Elvenkind that gives you. Could we get like a ring of Elvenkind that gives you fucking what is it, the elf feature? Advantage on save versus charm and immunity to sleep.
Why did D&D Reddits become 18 plus? What?
What the fuck? D&D's now 18
What the
plus.
fuck is going on?
What sort of D&D they've been playing?
Oh, I heard there was an influx of lewd goblin art in the D&D Reddits.
Oh god damn it! Why am I not surprised? Why have
it's-
seen goblins?
To retaliate for the API changes and prices and stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
So the sexualizing goblins.
Oh,
God, yeah.
Okay, apparently resistance to charm is really difficult to get. Literally, like the only way that I can think of, that I can find, is the Mind Blank spell, which is so overkill.
Is this like? Is it not Mind? Is it Mind Fortress? There's a spell or something.
Oh yeah, I do know that spell, but it's concentration. It's this one. Hold
If
on,
any of
I'll
you
find it.
were Fey or like specific Feys, you'd be resistant.
I mean, I'm Fey
Charms.
Touch. Does that count?
Could we get a potion of Soul of the Machine?
Give me a potion of Ghost in the Shell, please.
Honestly, like, no offense to y'all, but I am terrified of what happens if somebody dominates Erikai.
Oh,
Hubris
so
already does. What do you mean?
Done.
True.
I mean, someone who would wish the rest of the party dead.
Yeah.
Hubris.
No. What?
Because if Erikai gets charmed and turns around and hits Belliath or Nyana, you're dead.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Erikai could probably one-shot one of you. Anyone in the
If
party.
we're in the middle of a fight and you guys have taken any damage thus far, you guys could die to overwhelming damage, potentially.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
But I will just be reborn.
What? I thought that only happened if you died of old age.
Yeah, no.
Dude, Phoenixborn literally just reincarnate when they die?
Yes.
No, it's. Oh, is it if of Any cause?
You lose most of your memories unless they're absolutely important, and your muscle memory stays the same. But you get reborn, and you become a child again, with memories still there that are important.
So
You may forget your friends, you may not forget your friends, depending on how important they were to in your life.
okay, so Ennaq can't actually die. Interesting.
There is certain ways to kill a Phoenixborn where they won't actually resurrect. Killing them with water, they won't resurrect. Killing them with
Fucking pressure wash,
cold
man.
damage, or rendering the soul.
How the fuck do you kill someone with water?
Draconic Smite, got it.
Water spells. Drowning them.
So you're telling
A high
me
pressure jet wash.
You're telling me this motherfucker is vulnerable to cone of cold.
If they're killed by Cone of Cold, then yes.
Yeah, on the off chance, Scroll of Mind Blank.
Scroll of Mind
What
Blank.
is mind blowing?
It's a high-ass level spell, but it would guarantee that one of us is not going to get charmed, i.e. me. That sounds like a that is a way that we could actually lose somebody.
Would have charmed if someone attacked you'd have to roll to see if it stays or.
I do have a saving throw, but I mean, I have +5 to the save. I could fail that.
I mean, if you get charmed, here's the thing. I'm probably, unless absolutely necessary, going to avoid wild shaping this fight. Because as great as it is to have big-ass motherfucking dinosaur, there are more important things I need to be doing. I can easily greater restoration anyone who gets charmed. The problem is I have to get within touching range of that.
Greater Restoration also doesn't cure charm.
It does.
Oh no, it does. Jesus. Okay. I thought it was just petrified.
One effect that charmed or petrified the target. One curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed to a cursed magic item. Any reduction to one target's ability scores. One effect reducing the target's hit point maximum.
Okay.
And I can cast that up to 5 times.
So no.
You do need to touch me.
That's what I'm saying. That is where the issue lies. I have to get within melee range of you to uncharm you.
And then on top of that, it's a touch against presumably an unwilling target if I'm dominated, so you're having to roll touch attack.
Or we can just kill the caster.
Yeah.
Or you can kill the caster.
Yeah.
I guess it isn't necessarily as debilitating an effect as... It's more easily circumvented. I don't think we need to buy an 8th level scroll.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Wait a minute.
I'd save the rest of our...
Hold on. Erikai has inventory. I have Potion of Psychic Resistance. I have my Potions of Speed. We handed out the big Potions of Healing. I think we're going to spend the rest on just regular, graders, right?
Yeah, greater.
How much are graders?
Oh, you took the Aura of Endurance rather than Protection. Okay. I'm realizing this now.
Yeah, my saving throws aren't nearly as good as most other paladins.
Yeah.
But I do have DR, which is nice.
Yeah, I think they give you guys damage resistance instead of proficiency, or extra to your saving throws. Which is actually still pretty good. It's been saving you guys.
Yeah, it's really good against crowds. Not very good against big single hits, but it's still something.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
So...
Are you wondering how much that spell is? That 8th level spell?
There's a lot.
I think that's the
It
greater
is.
potions.
I think we're after greater potions now. Greater healing potions.
Healing.
How many?
Yeah.
As
How
I
much
think
other-
we're spending the rest.
Why am I searching potions in the spell list?
I think regulars were 50,
No,
and graders were.
About 500.
Graders are 50. Healing, radio healing is 25.
Oh.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
damn.
Let's clear him of graters then.
How many does he have?
Oh, graders near. Went to full.
88 of them. Holy shit.
Does he have 88 gradiers?
That's excessive.
That is excessive.
No, I don't think he'll have 88.
This is what you get when you save gold for an entire campaign and not spend any money.
You know what?
Thing is, though, this isn't what you've saved. This is a piece of clothing you've saved.
This is a single item transaction.
Yeah, you've not even spent any. Well, you spent.
To be fair, it is a literal rift into other universes.
Oh
like,
no, I know.
What is-
Technically, we're still saving money.
Oh
Or
no,
Cusa.
that is a dangerous possibility. You might have just made Flomp like one of my NPCs.
No.
Wait,
he's not dumb
he
enough
only
to
has
use
50
that.
of them?
Yeah, he only has 50. But he's not dumb enough to open that portal by himself.
He'll let some other idiot do it.
Maybe.
So we're at 1900 left, and we have 50 greater healing potions. Shumi, you can probably disperse those.
Hold on. How many player characters are there? There are Bill. Yeah.
7 of us.
I'm gonna
in
put
total?
it in your party inventory.
Six,
Can I?
7. So 50 divided by 7. Everybody would get 7, and there would, I believe, be like a handful left over.
I think Erikai and Hubris should take extras since they'll be up front. Maybe even possibly Phil.
So, yeah, 50. So 50 divided by 7 comes out to 7.14. Bunch of other numbers. I don't know how many extras there would be.
With the sheer amount of longevity this party has gotten with these potions, I'm expecting a fucking boss rush.
I've not even think I've used any health potions myself.
There'd be
Whatever
one,
I've had.
there'd be one potion left.
Erikai. I think should take that. Erikai Hubris.
So I have
You would have
8.
Let me just.
So everybody has 7 except for Erikai, who has 8.
Either Erikai or Hubris, I'd say. Yeah.
It's
8.
8.
Minus.
Did someone give me the potion of speed?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Should be in
Yeah.
the inventory.
Yeah.
Send a player. Ennaq. 7.
Minus 14
Thank you
for
very much. Look.
Phil and Hubris.
One thing I've just realised,
let
Nikki,
me
I've got
distribute it to the players before I do that.
Yep.
potion of healing. I've got 2 of them,
Yes.
and they're 50 gold.
It's
And then
those
I've got
2 you
7.
can't send them to, so.
I know.
Should we just buy some supplies as like ingredients and whatnot with the rest for if people wanting to make like for Nyana some poison or stuff like that?
I feel like buying poison is going to be a bit sus.
No, I mean the components, ingredients, so she can make just ingredients in general for what people can make.
Oh,
So, like,
arrows of slaying. That's the one thing we forgot about.
How much are the arrows of slaying now? Because
We don't
I'm
know.
almost my quiver. I've only got 6
They are
spots
like
until my quiver's full.
they are like 500 to 600 gold each. They are very expensive.
Oh,
But they're very powerful.
Exactly.
So I say I say we get, the rest of our gold spent on that.
Real quick, I need Dursun and Tenacity to accept their trade requests.
Give me a moment.
So 6 arrows.
Thank you.
Errors of slaying are like, is that 500 to 600?
Oh, wait. Sorry. I messed that up. That'd be 3 arrows. What's left?
You're dead. Your trade request.
Is this motherfucker falling asleep?
You there, bud?
Ash,
Sure.
20,000.
Yo, mic muted. Alright. Yeah, arrows of slaying are 600. What kind of slaying are you getting?
Humanoid?
Humanoid. Ah, okay.
So, well, should we get, let's say, like 2 humanoid and 1... what are the...
Well, what other creature types are we going to run into? We're killing Shardminds. I mean, they're psionic, so maybe aberration?
I'm just thinking, because we've already faced Hydras, we don't know what the fuck they'll have with them. I mean, as like a...
That was a
shit.
one. That was because of the region they were in. That was like a Hydra roaming grounds where the Veil is.
I would say probably wise that we err on the side of humanoid, but maybe we pick up like 1 aberration because they are psionic, so
Yeah,
maybe
fine.
they've got some beholder pet or something. I don't know.
That's fine.
So we got
It-
1,900.
This is your credit.
1,900. How many arrows of slaying can I get for that?
3.
Okay, so 3.
3?
3 with 100 left over.
200. We'll get 2 humanoid, 1 aberration.
Hold on.
Okay.
Nikki, did you already give Phil and
Yes.
Okay, never mind. He
So-
already had 2 on him, so he has 9. And then Hubris already has hers. Alright, Dursun, you there?
Dursun.
Dursun, come quick. There are naked elf women.
Okay, Nikki, can you give me
60
ownership of their token so I can
Oh,
just
shit.
transfer it myself?
I got it.
Wow, that's a decent amount of damage.
You gave them 7?
I can give them 7, yep.
Okay, then I'll reduce mine to 7.
Julio.
So that is... Jesus, we have a lot of potions.
And I would like to get 1 thing for myself with my own money, too.
Alright.
Holy shit, you're actually spending money now.
Yes, I'm actually spending actual money.
Jesus.
Because we only have 100 gold left, and we can't buy any more potions because he's run out.
we have
Hold
made
on,
this person
wait.
very fucking well. Well, in a way.
Hold on. We can cash out the rest of the credit. There's a potion shop at the town. We can clear him out too.
Or just walk in the door like, how many
No.
potions? I need your strongest potions.
Let me see your wares.
The Kenku sitting behind the counter. Door explodes. I need all of the combat related potions you have.
Potions now.
What? I need all of the potions you have.
Did I fucking stutter?
Oh.
Um,
I have 2 other potions. That would be interesting.
Which
Yeah.
are...
There's a potion of maximum power. This
What?
is first time you cast a damage dealing spell of 4th or lower. After 1 minute after drinking this potion, the damage dice are maximized.
Who would that benefit most?
That would work on my smite spells.
Maximum
Jesus
smite.
Christ.
That would
Jesus.
be busted on his smite. That would also do well for Belliath because she really weirdly multi-classed. I don't think... Yeah, she doesn't have a spell level above 3rd.
Yeah, Belliath would be really good for that.
We're just going to one-hit so many things at this rate.
supposed to get back to the town today.
Okay, so that's 400. That's 100 remaining of the debt, and then I spend 300 to get those.
Alright.
That's 30 platinum.
There's also Potion of Mind Control. Gives you dominate beast, creature, or beast, monster, or humanoid. Or dominate person, sorry.
Dominate person. Why do we need a potion? That's already a kink.
Filter of
God
love.
Damn it.
What? What did I say?
Nothing.
Oh. Ooh. Alright. Is that everything?
Ooh, these are from Descent into Avernus. Sure. They're rare. And I need to spend the last bit of my money, so I'm gonna buy myself a toy so that I can have all my attunement slots filled. There you go.
What are you buying now?
No.
A pair of gauntlets.
Oh boy. What gauntlets are they?
You'll see. Shortly.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no. I just realized this is all going to carry over on Thursday.
Assuming he has them. They aren't PHP, so he might not.
Okay.
He's just gonna start prepping the carriage to leave.
This would be about... Yeah, about 600 gold.
600?
It's a rare item.
Damn, okay, yeah, that's... Sure, definitely. Good deal.
Most definitely. Tubular.
I've set prices for rarity of items.
And
you guys are
Erikai
like-
will tip him.
I.e., he is spending the rest of his money.
Not even the rest of my money. I'll just tip him 20 platinum. I still have 500 platinum.
God.
Nice.
This has become a staple NPC for this campaign.
I mean,
We,
why not? Why not?
He's just been a merchant that's been slowly dominating the merchant space of this land.
I mean, we've got to help the community.
we have to look. Plop is single-handedly going to keep the economy stable through not only the ending of a rebellion, but the reconstruction of a unified continental state.
I will say, at this rate, we may have to purchase some guards for him with the amount of friggin' expensive shit he'll have on him.
Or establish a trading post for him.
He can
Could do that too.
we've
He's
offered
done that.
him-
He's actually done it already. He has a trading
Where did he
post
do
in
it?
both cities that you guys have conquered.
He has a store.
Not a store, it's a place he can... Well, okay, technically, yes, it is a storage warehouse that you can purchase from, but he can go there and stock up now. And he has sort of
He has
made a
become
guild.
Amazon Prime.
Oh my god.
Plump
And he
prime.
has two beetles pulling his carriage. He can literally do 2-day delivery. What the fuck has
Damn it.
happened here?
Next time we see him, he's just going to be using a fucking airship.
Oh, that's
He
eventually.
probably has the money to buy one.
He's
That's what I mean.
He
he's
doesn't
Jeff
have a
Bezos.
license.
He's Jeff Bezos.
Just
Jeff Bezos.
Technically, he is Plum, son of unknown father.
Of Bezos.
Plump of
No.
House Bezos.
I know who this NPC's father is. It's very funny to me. It's one of my other characters' bastards.
So now that we've spent a good 30 grand,
Nice.
I think it's time for us to do the thing.
Like, leave and go to the camp.
Alright. Boink?
God damn it, he has a teleportation cart.
No, he actually just drives off.
Oh
afterwards.
yeah, Samuel's still on the back of the cart. Quick, somebody do a funny to him.
To shoot him in the knee with an arrow, is that class as funny?
No,
Right.
we've done that already.
I mean, do we put him in the cart or do we just pull him behind the cart?
I'd like to think that there is like a uncovered ledge that you're meant to put like luggage and
storage.
stuff on the back of the cart.
God,
And
you
we've
guys
just-
have so many
We've just tied him to that.
pets.
Why is Rashari on the cart? Rashari goes outside the cart.
Yes, I know, but I gotta collect you all. 16 tokens.
We have a lot of pets.
Yes. Yes,
I don't even have one.
This is the
Am I the
fucking
only-
Pokemon campaign.
I think it's just me and Phil that don't fucking have one.
Oh hey, look, it's the cart from last time because this isn't the same. This is the same stretch of road.
Wait, I mean, I guess Phil can have Samuel
Oh.
as a pet.
Oops.
The wrecked ass cart from last time.
When you guys destroyed the cart. Yeah. Same stretch of road, technically. You will still see debris as you're walking by.
The big ass boulder.
Hey, don't
Oh, no,
question
the load-
Nyana.
and
Don't
the
question
boulder is
that.
still there,
Don't
too.
No,
question
no,
that, Nyana.
no, they loaded the boulder into the vehicle, into the cart,
They
didn't they?
loaded it.
They
into
took
one of
it.
the other carts.
Yeah, don't question
Oh,
this.
right.
Shumi.
Nothing is wrong here.
You remember the time I almost killed you here?
Yeah. Wait, no, that was at like the abandoned fortress town. That was like way
When
long
you
ago.
accidentally hit them and then they turned around, time to die.
When I accidentally hit them with splash damage from Ice Knife, and then they tried to murder me in cold blood.
I love the fact that you were already told about it. So you hit me with the ice knife splash damage, and then I turned around to fail to save, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Whoop. Nope. That's a
Fuck this
big
shit,
can
I'm
of
out.
nope.
Is this the correct?
And if I remember correctly, the only reason I didn't catch you is because
Difficult terrain.
it was difficult terrain, and I didn't have the spell slot to cast Misty Step.
I will have to grab Camp Hope next session. Because it's not the correct one that we're going to be using. That's okay.
Ooh.
I will need a...
Oh yeah, it got expanded.
Yeah. I will need a... Animal handling as you're traveling.
Oh. Cool. That's a 14. I don't like the encounter table.
I don't think anything in survive would be fine.
Don't.
Oh.
Don't.
Shit.
Just don't.
Cool.
Oh.
What is it, Nikki?
I don't like the sound of that.
What have we come across?
Along the way, as you're traveling, you see tribal markings on like sort of wooden, almost statues. Kind of like they carved a tree and made markings and stuff. You believe these are just markings of safe hunting grounds or markings of shrines, as you see what looks to be gatherings of random objects at a statuesque version of a tree.
Well, at least Phil,
Do
at
I
least
recognize-
Flint's not here.
Like there's their offerings are like rocks, flowers that have long past its bloom. Well, these rocks are pretty looking. Like there's like
They are shiny rock.
And I
shiny rock,
repeat,
yeah.
I'm glad Flint isn't here. There'd be nothing left.
Do I recognize I assume I'm looking at this from the driving seat of the carriage. Do
Yeah.
I recognize the iconography?
A little bit. It's different than what your tribe does, but similar tribes do similar things to the environment around them and stuff.
Would I? Oh no! Why did you accept that now? You already had the 7 in your inventory.
Oh, sorry.
You.
You took them all.
Why are you rolling?
Honey.
Ooh, where did they teleport?
Also, where have you been? You've been unresponsive for a bit.
Oh, my connection is dying.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Can you send me half of your greater healing potions back, please?
Was trying to fix
Oh.
it.
I'm giving it back to you. Don't worry. So yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't know. Can I make a hit? Can I make a check to see if I recognize what kind of tribe? Because this,
For sure.
By the sounds of it, it doesn't seem to be a quaddle. What kind of check?
Nature or history?
I am substantially better at nature.
Okay.
That is the 15.
You believe this to actually be Lyra's, a Lyra tribe.
The bug people.
Yeah. You believe. Well, not believe. You're quite certain this would be the Mantids. The Kirin race.
What do I know of this subspecies of Lyra?
They have they have a horrific bite. And they do eat corpses or they eat corpses as long as they're not like undead or constructs and stuff. They're scavengers mostly, so they don't actually go out and kill.
They're
often.
not active. They're not active cannibals. They're opportunistic.
Yes.
Carrion feeders as opposed to predators.
Okay.
They're shy generally. They try not to interact too much with people outside of their tribe. But if they are threatened, they are found to be seen as formidable and intimidating.
I may or may not.
So we probably shouldn't be here. Got it.
Yeah.
This little shrine of theirs, it seems they're worshipping something and giving it offerings, but they're not sure what to actually give it, so they just give it the precious things they have. So it's like any precious herbs and stuff they had and precious rocks they have found.
Can I religion check?
Yeah.
Oh boy. What are they worshipping?
They are worshipping the Grey Hunt. It is not a god they worship. They worship a insectoid massive creature. It's akin to a god, but it's like a patron more than likely. It's just a powerful primordial being.
And what is the Grey Hunt?
The Grey Hunt looks like this. Oh, that's a very shit picture. 1 second.
Oh. Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
What would appease this creature?
Hunt. A good hunt.
I will unhook one of the compies from the side of the carriage and leave it as an offering in the tribe's stead, and we will leave.
If you want to make a perception check as you leave.
If you would stop moving my token, yes. That's a 17.
You see,
I would say
you see
Enoch's probably watching from out back.
Yeah. What's your... Where even are you? Oh, you're underneath Rashari.
Yeah.
Should be fixed.
Yay!
Yeah, my passive perception is...
You definitely notice.
19.
Just passively. You look out and you see a sort of bolt of lightning kind of like wrap around the compy and disappear. And then the shrine start to the statues start almost like sparking as well. And now it is like it's now has scorching blue lightning scorches across it.
Can I insight if that's a good sign or a bad sign?
You believe it has accepted your offering.
Oh, that's nice for the Lyra tribe. I'm sure they'll be happy.
They had no idea what they were doing.
Well, I made the offering on their behalf, so it benefits them.
Yeah.
Enoch's got a slight grin on his face.
As you continuously travel, and you eventually make it to the tree just outside the camp. Very weird. You will notice that it actually has a blob coming off of it at the moment. It's like
Oh no.
How long do we travel?
about a day and a half.
I will give gift of luck to everybody. And like take short rests to fill my spell slots and give it again.
What is Gift of Luck and how long does it last?
It's 24 hours and it's 3 free rerolls.
I would wait to do that until we're...
I can cast it like again and again, doesn't really matter.
Okay. Hold on. There's another slime tree
No,
by the camp.
no, just one.
Or is
The
this-
same slime tree. It's just birthing another slime.
Bigger.
Oh
My
no,
God.
we do not need another one.
Blueberry.
There were supposed to be druids posted at that tree.
Yeah, you do notice, just in the tree line, a druid starts coming out with a bucket.
No.
Shit.
You see him look like with a worried look on his face, just like,
How
Not
often
again.
is it spawning new slime?
How often?
Yeah.
Based on the time that you have left and the druids that are nearby, they have a few buckets. So you're guessing like one every few days.
God.
What are they doing with these slimes? Are they like relocating them, or are they euthanizing the excess ones?
Re- keeping a close basis on its population. So
Relocation by catapult.
But also relocation to the shrine to be kept fully watched under, and also being able to given. They're using them as new pet familiars for newfound druids to like look after, kind of like a trial test.
Should we try and relocate this tree away from camp?
Oh no, I can't
Maybe.
hear anything. My connection is dying again. Fuck.
We have unintentionally created a dilemma.
Yes.
Huh. I don't know how to deal with this.
I think we should try and relocate this tree.
I don't know where we'd move it. It just
a different island. We make it Slime Island. Or Slyland. I mean, could we not use the slimes to help invade? Just literally launch them out of catapults into the town.
We cannot weaponize the blood slime. You realize if they consume sentient flesh, including a brain, they become plasmoids.
It's fine. They'll be in a settlement.
Or worse, I think
they become fucking hungry for human flesh.
So why are we keeping this tree around?
Especially if you eat, they eat psionic creatures or creatures with high intelligence, they will actually start becoming more like ooblexes.
Do you want me to burn this tree? I can burn the tree.
No. We can't kill the tree. Unfortunately, the druids, including myself, would get upset about that.
Then we relocate
what
it.
we have already talked about is it's not a problem for the moment because it can be managed. The issue is if it suddenly starts upping the rate at which it produces new slime.
Yeah. It hasn't. It's kept the same.
I'm sorry. I still love the idea of it's just the druid is spawn camping them with buckets.
How do we know how long this tree lives for?
It's a tree.
Yes, I know, but obviously not all trees live forever. Some last longer than others.
Nothing affects it, nothing attacks it. Well, as long as the ley lines aren't touched for a while, this tree will last a long time. But eventually it will stop producing completely.
Question: did we sort out the issue with the moon half blowing up last session?
No, we need Blink for that.
Oh, did he do a runner after that? Oh, okay.
He left already. We have to force feed him pork rinds.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Yes.
Quest unlocked. Force feed pork rind to the rat.
Force feed the rat.
4 pounds of pork rinds, because until I am proven otherwise by anyone, I'm going to say that it's a form of cured leather.
Question: you know this curse or whatever you call it that's taken over my arm from these freaking makeshift realm shards?
You mean
if I go?
You mean your scorched circuits? Yeah.
Yes. If I go to would the shrine be able to help with it?
Maybe they might be able to restore your circuits.
I mean, does Greater Restoration work?
I think we said not.
Shumi could technically spend the time and do it and try it, but there's also the chance of it won't come back.
So there is also the easy route, which is taking off the arm that is affected.
It's in my bloodstream. It's
You can replace your hand.
Blood. So the thing that I brought up is we can get you a prosthetic hand, and there's a couple of options that this party is capable of doing. Belliath can make you a mechanical one because they have the knowledge of Golemmancy. The Shrine can make you one out of plant.
I'm fire, so that probably wouldn't be the best.
Or I could make you one out of metal.
That would fall under Golemmancy.
Yeah, how would that work with me being
I
reborn?
could probably make it. Make a prosthetic.
Oh yeah, we could just kill you and you would have a new arm.
Is that how it would work though? Would I come back fully resurrected?
No.
I mean, do you want to die?
No, but I'm just curious.
Cutting their arm off and casting.
You're curious about that? Okay.
I don't have that prepared, but yes, I could do that.
That would be probably way easier. Pulls out axe.
Not just yet.
Hold on, what does regenerate?
7th level spell?
7th level. You touch. Here, I can just.
We'd have to take both of Phil's arms if he wants
you
his job.
You touch a creature and stimulate its natural healing ability. The target regains 48 plus. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
48 plus 15 hit points. For the duration of the spell, the target regains 1 hit point at the start of each turn. And the target's severed body parts, fingers, legs, tails, and so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes.
God,
And you
that'd
say
be
you
a
don't have that one
painful
prepared yet?
2 minutes regrowing an arm.
I'm sure we'll
Slash
have
hand.
some medicinal
So it's
shit.
not your
that'll knock me
whole
out.
arm, Enoch. It's literally your hand.
Oh, it's lower.
It's your
okay.
whole hand.
It can,
Like
it
up to your
specifies
wrist.
it specifies whole limbs like legs.
Yeah.
I assume it would include arms as well.
Yeah.
What's funny is my subrace in that case is broken because I'm able to do this without casting a spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just regrow.
You know what I'm thinking of right now? Freaking Demon Slayer. Freaking Nezuko gets her arm chopped off. Just hello. Fucking instant. I've gone full weeb. My bad.
All good. Though, you are pretty correct. So Phil and Enoch, it's Phil's both hands, like, so his hands up to his wrist are scorched. But if you guys would have held on to those a lot longer, your guys' arms would have been way more scorched.
Oh,
Thank
so
you,
it
Erica.
is just their hands. I can just. So
Sure.
I'd have to cast it
3
twice.
times. No, twice, yeah.
Twice. And it would take 2 minutes to fix. It also doesn't say there's a limit to how many regenerate within the time the spell lasts.
It says all.
Yes.
It's to circumvent trying to cast it multiple times if you have a friend who's just like a torso.
Right.
No.
I don't think you can fix that. But yes.
you could restore it.
Oh. Alright. So we can just do that then.
Preferably when you have it prepared, though. Don't just go lopping my hand off just yet.
Oh, well, we don't have to cut your hand off.
Cuts hand off? Okay.
With
I'm going for a nap.
Alright, so we go to the camp and we tomorrow we regenerate your limb.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that can be
Sounds
easily
good.
done.
We spend our downtime doing things like upgrading my armor, regenerating these 2 chuckle fucks so that they're no longer wild magicking.
Mm-hmm.
Could I look at different ways?
Do that like between sessions, like those extra little.
We
bits.
can just say that that is done because
Yeah.
I want to upgrade my armor so that I'm difficult to hit.
Is there different types of arrows I could possibly make? I'm going to look at stuff like that. I know I don't have much space in my quiver at the moment.
You can make blunt arrows. They're called arrows of...
bludgeoning.
No.
They're just training arrows.
No,
they actually
Yeah,
knock
it's
things
bad on
prone.
Oh shit!
It's very funny.
That'd be pretty good if Erica is up close with someone. Fucking knock him on their arse and he gets advantage.
These are considered the only types of arrows you can... They're called walloping arrows, and they're the only type of arrows you can non-lethally use.
And what would it take to
They're the same price
make
as
them? What are
arrows.
they made out of?
They're basically an arrow with a
rounded head.
A blunt head. If you hit them in the face, it's gonna knock them out. Or in the chest, it's gonna...
Oh, I might have to make a few of them.
Make a few hundred of them.
I may need another quiver. Because my efficient quiver only allows me to hold 60.
Well, you can have... Well, in technicality, you can use the other components, or other compartments, to hold more arrows if need be.
So how many would fit in the slots for like the javelins and that? The mid-size. Because it holds 18 javelins.
Yeah, still more arrows. I'm not really too worried about aerospace. I have people who just have arrows, like hundreds of arrows.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'll try and get some material to make some of them arrows then, in the downtime when my hands are sorted.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, did Phil even want his hands fixing? He was quite looking forward to fucking shit up with wild magic.
Pardon?
Phil was always talking about how he wanted to fuck up a roll with wild magic and let shit happen. Will he be happy with us fixing his hands?
Just do it to him in his sleep.
Fair enough.
While he's sleeping, chop chop. Alrighty. So
You can have no arm, or you can have...
Fixed arms.
So you guys head to the camp. You guys talk to Victor, tell him to head towards the Shadow City to talk to the dragon, to get that ready to go. And then you guys rest up a little bit, chop some arms off. I'm guessing Ennaq does want that done either way, so it's just one
Yeah,
arm.
no, I want my. I don't want the risk of endangering anyone.
golem arm?
No, I want my hand.
You want a golem arm?
I
If
can
it
make you
happens
a metal
again,
arm, and she can animate it.
if this happens again, which heaven forbid it does, then I will take the.
Please,
golem
I
arm.
barely get to use this. Please. Let me give you a funny hand.
I mean, if that don't work, technically we can then restore my hand anyway. I guess.
I can make you a +1 arm.
Just my bow's not close enough. Can't be asked with a sword. Just fucking uppercut someone.
Okay.
That'd be fun for a monk character. Just cut off both their arms, replace them with gambles.
Yeah, but how heavy would the hands be? I'm not exactly strong.
Don't worry
I just
about it.
can't use my arm. Just.
So You just get rid of it. Either by
Maybe I give
regeneration
you
or
a
metal hand.
magic item enchanted with, because I can do elemental weapon, which is why my axe does thunder damage.
I do have that I use my strange elemental focus, which just gives me produce flames, heat, metal, and scorching ray. So that could go into a hand, I guess.
So you get a scorching ray from your hand.
Yeah, just heat metal. My hand just gets really hot, and I just punch someone with it.
What are we talking about?
About if I get a metal hand and put my elemental focus into it.
Oh. That's funny.
You know what? Fuck it. If the hand doesn't work, if the metal hand doesn't work, I'm assuming I can just get Swumi to regenerate it. Or is it after so long it doesn't work?
Regenerate doesn't have like a time limit, I don't think.
It doesn't have a time limit, or
It doesn't.
say that you can't multiply or multiplicatively use it.
Okay, I'll let Belliath and I'll have the metallic hand. But make sure it's like my original, so claws, talons, and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm not an amateur when it comes to this. Probably, maybe.
You successfully built a Warforge.
I did build
I'll give you
Warforged. It
give
was
you
not an
my,
Eric Crocker Warforged, but it was close.
give me my elemental focus as well to put into it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
You can
so
easily build
how
them
this
up
hand,
that.
how this hand is going to be? It's going to be very steampunky. Is it from the elbow or is it from the shoulder?
Wrist.
So it's literally wrist.
Oh, it's from the
It's
wrist.
literally-
Oh, so it's a hand. It's a hand. It's not an arm.
Yeah.
Okay, so after your hand comes off and after that's cauterized and everything, you're gonna have a little a wrist cuff, sort of thing, a wrist cup, and it's gonna also kind of tie onto your forearms to represent tendons. So you can actually move your hand as you would normally. The tips and the kind of segments of your fingers are going to be made of this very orangey bronze. In your palm is going to be your elemental focus, kind of sitting in the center there, underneath something that will allow your palm to be smooth so it's not obstructive.
So you give me Iron Man's hand.
Basically, yeah. I'm giving you an Iron Man hand. What do you expect me to do?
So
That's fine.
But
a little thing extra. This does connect to your circuits, because Belliath actually knows how to do that.
yeah,
So it's
It was
fully connected
done
to
to
my
me.
body itself.
So it'll actually complete your circuits. Once again, just well, now you have a metal hand, metal talons.
I'm assuming that everything's not exposed. It's actually got like plate on it to protect it and whatnot as well.
Oh shit! I forgot.
What?
When we get back to camp, there's going to be something very funny to explain.
What?
It's just
What do you
there's a golem, a very big one.
Oh right,
There's a
the
what?
adamantine golem. When you guys are at camp, you guys would have seen a adamantine golem. Most of a metal shark next to Victor, who is slowly taking slowly skinning and taking the metallic curse off of and melting it down. What is it? I'm trying to remember what I rolled for that. What kind of metal was it?
Question. Since I've got a metal hand,
It was cobalt.
It was cobalt, like fantasy cobalt.
do I
The blue
do
metal.
Yeah.
conduct electricity now? Do I take more damage from lightning now?
No.
No. Okay.
You're fine. There is metals that are non-conductive.
It's like
No.
there's like 5 shark carcasses that are being processed.
Yeah. You see Gumbo chopping up sharks and making sushi and other things with it, and then salting some of the other them so they can their eye. Not
The reason I
rot.
bring up the reason I bring up the golem specifically, hey Belliath,
Hmm.
you remember how you were reading about golemancy from the Crystal Empire, but there was restricted knowledge?
Yes.
That's what it is. The biggins. If I remember
I'll be
correctly,
right back, and I'm going to go up to the golem and start looking at it.
that might not be a good idea. You wear noble clothing of an enemy household.
It'll be fine. It's not their clothing.
You wear the colors of House von Shadra, and this is a Crystal Empire construct.
Well, I'm sorry if he doesn't like the
That
color
is
red.
controlled by Yota. So, well, actually it is semi-autonomous, technically. Because of how the Crystal Empire has made all of its autonomous. The difference between the automatons from the Gnome Drakius Empire and the Crystal Empire. The Crystal Empire made sentient robots. So all
They
their
made sentient
animal
Gundams.
all their animal automatons and stuff are actual sentient creatures that were made to protect forests or attack places. The Crystal Empire has been here, and there are metal creatures about within the metal, but they were indistinguishable almost somewhat from like the metal cursed creatures, as those metal creatures were also cursed because they were already made of metal. So they got mixed into the fauna. So you may have actually fought these Crystal Empire-esque creatures, but they were so corrupted by the curse that it was unnoticeable.
If I remember correctly, based on the token art, So Nikki's token art showed like a giant metal Spartan, Greek-styled Spartan, which means if that's what it actually looks like, it was probably built to mock the armor of the Scalic Dominion.
About, yeah.
What are the chances of me convincing myself to let us borrow it?
Oh my
Or is
God.
that just unfair?
I mean,
Because
we've
we
already-
have...
Feels like a conflict of interest.
It does.
I mean, we've already got 3 things to help
What?
us take the settlement, haven't we?
Yeah, no, on
We
one
have-
hand,
If I remember correctly, 2 giant fucking, like,
ice salamanders.
Yeah.
And-
the earth thingy.
Element.
yeah, 2
Like
giant
elemental
ice salamanders, and then the,
like an elemental type.
Geb thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. As funny as it would be to see an adamantine golem go gorilla mode, that seems like a conflict of interest that can't be overlooked.
I mean, we've got to keep something here to defend the settlement.
Basically.
You just keep it here.
It mostly just looms.
Well,
This is the thing that would probably be terrifying. Someone who's not from the settlement passing through because they hear there's a good trade route and just seeing like a
Coming across that.
25-foot tall metal humanoid just looming in the trees.
Yeah, we have...
Yeah, there he is. Him.
nice.
And it's sentient.
We have 1 of these, and then we have 2 of these.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Galeb Durs.
Who are bound here, I think, for a year and a month.
Yeah, the Galeb Dur is Oh no, they're all bound the same amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Oh no, you needed the extra spell slot because it needs to be cast the same day. So the Frost Salamanders are here for a month. The Gale of Dur is here for a year and a day.
yeah. The match there, because it was spell slot to see. Yeah. Either way, because you did them all at the same time. So yeah, one of them is the
Frost Salamanders are here for like a month. The Gale of Dur is here for a year and a day.
Yeah.
So, in that case, I know the main plan is to use the. So we have the mock army to draw them out of the walls, and then the plan was to have the salamanders.
Oh no! It wasn't the
them.
Gale of Dur. Remember, we changed that plan and we ended up getting a fire elemental that could touch the salamanders.
What?
So we went against that one.
Did we?
I'm looking at Camp Hope. No, they're Myrmidons. Earth Elemental.
Fire Elemental Myrmidons?
No, Earth Elemental Myrmidons.
How many do we get?
One. We only
It was
created
two salamanders.
Two salamanders.
Yeah.
2 salamanders and an Earth Elemental Myrmidon.
Yeah.
because the Myrmidon had breach,
Yes, that's it.
and it was going to. So the plan was the salamanders were going to burrow up behind those who leave the wall
Just surround them.
to,
Hammer
To attack them from behind.
Yeah, hammer and
Yeah,
anvil.
as a surprise, and then the Myrmidon was going to jump out of one of the holes and start bringing down the main gate,
Okay, yeah.
and then the dragon attacks,
Yeah, that
and
being...
then the winged hussars arrived.
And the winged hussars arrive!
This is going to be chaos. I love it.
Because they come out the city to meet this army, and then 2 salamanders come up behind them and basically cast Cone of Cold twice.
Yeah.
Trying their best not to hit friendlies.
And then the Earth Elemental goes from behind, and then one of them probably engages the army from behind. One of the salamanders turns around and faces whoever's guarding the wall with an Earth Elemental is ready to bash down the gate as a dragon shows up.
This is some fucking Helm's
fucking
Deep
hit-
bullshit.
Do we even need to be there?
The fucking history books of this event are gonna be fucking whack.
Do we even need to be there for this? Shall I just find some
Yes.
popcorn and we can sit back and we can watch?
We need to be on the inside taking out their leadership so that they don't fucking psychic bomb our army.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I guess
guess.
the idea is, instead of infiltrating before everything shows up, do we just want to have one of the salamanders burrow us into the city's sewer system?
If we want to do that, we can just get another salamander. We have the money now.
We have the resources to do it again.
Do we want to get another salamander so we can have a tunnel dug into the city and be that the way we get in?
I mean, fuck it. I mean, and then we got a backup salamander in case we need reinforcements or wherever it needs to be go. Really.
Yeah, I like that. We can get another salamander. It's planar binding.
It's planar binding and summon elemental.
Summon elemental doesn't require a component. Planar binding requires it's a 7th level spell slot.
What happens if we bump it to a 9th?
9th is the year and a day.
And we
Oh,
don't
okay.
need it that long.
Yeah, 8th level is 180 days, but we don't have that, so it's 7th level, which is 30 days. It's a month.
Fair enough.
Planar binding requires what? It doesn't say what it requires. What the fuck?
Jewel worth
Thanks.
1,000 GP.
I will buy that for you.
A what worth 1,000?
1,000 GP
Gem. Any type
for
of gem.
the month.
Just any gem.
Okay, so that's easy enough.
Which can be
it's
circumvented
any
with
gems.
diamond dust.
Yeah, which I mean, just any gem worth 1,000. I mean, that's easy as hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you get another fucking. Do you want to make this a landslide, Shumi?
At this point, this is just unfair to the opposing. To the opposing.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
they
you don't
chose
know
to be
what-
assholes. We are leveling the playing field.
their
They chose to be
psionic.
assholes, so
Literally.
we systematically destroy everything they care about.
Yes,
Exactly.
obviously.
In that case, if we're going to get the third one, fuck it. We're not even burrowing into the fucking sewer system. We'll just burrow straight into the city, to the Capitol building.
I'm dropping 500 platinum. We're getting another 5.
No, no, he can't do that. No. You don't understand. You know how difficult this combat again is going to be.
Oh, this is going to be a fucking cakewalk.
This city is being burnt to the ground.
There are innocent people that aren't part of the regime.
They obey your commands. You don't even have to do collateral damage. The collateral damage is all coming from the dragon. Remember?
Ending.
And more than likely, they're going to move the citizens out of the farms and stuff that are on the outside of the city to
they're moving all
area.
Once they're moving all the citizens
happening.
anyway.
Yeah,
Because we're marching up with a visible army. The fucking salamanders are all underground, so they don't know those are there, nor the dragon, because the dragon's in the sky. So we just have, rather than 2 salamanders ambushing the army, we have like 5 and then 1 to burrow us.
So we could do as well. We could get the salamanders to do dig some holes and we'll cover it up to make pitfall traps.
With this many salamanders, it would effectively be the army is no longer necessary. It's literally a false flag. It's literally to convince them that we are invading with an army as opposed to summons.
I mean, that was kind of always the plan, though.
But this makes it so that the army is literally never in any danger.
That's fair.
That is true.
This is evil.
This lowers our collateral damage to our army. I mean, it doesn't lower the damage that the dragon's inevitably going to do to the city itself.
I'm gonna be honest. We are pretty morally gray here, Soviet.
we are, but this is like the pre-planning.
This is warfare,
of,
motherfucker.
This is like the preemptive division. This is like the preemptive splitting up of Poland level of bullshit.
Okay, currently we have not a Gale of Dur, we have a Earth Elemental Myrmidon.
Yes.
And we have so we have 2 times Salamander.
At the moment.
About to be
7.
6.
1 times Earth Myrmidon for Uranid.
I don't think we need the Myrmidon anymore at this rate. We're just gonna kill the fucking army outside of the gates.
I say I'm dropping 5, so we'll go up to do you mind if I choose what we summon with this since I'm paying for it?
Go right ahead.
So we'll get another 3 salamanders.
Okay.
That's 5 in total.
Jesus Christ.
So there will be 4 ambushing the army. That's 4 cones of cold all at once.
He really is playing Warhammer.
I mean, I don't blame him.
This is just
I'm down.
I run Warhammer later today, actually.
Do you actually?
Yes. I run Warhammer 4E later today.
We're doom stacking. That's what we're doing right now. We are doom stacking this fucking army.
Oh, it doesn't bother me none at all. I love it.
This doesn't change our battle with the fucking actual boss that we're going to be facing.
Outside.
It changes the effects of the army fight outside. And also, depending on it probably also changes where we're going to show up in the city.
Because if we take one with us, we can burrow straight to where the guy's hiding, which is the Capitol building. So
we take 1 salamander with us. That's 5. So we have 4 salamanders and an Earth Myrmidon. I think we go 1 more Earth Myrmidon, so that's 2 Earth Myrmidons and 4 salamanders for the army. And then we have 1 more elemental that we can use for something else. And I have an idea. So I need to just check the stat block here.
Question. So, obviously we're going for the Capitol building. What happens if they try and pull all the civilians back into said building? We've got to think of where they're going to try and pull the civilians back to.
I mean, the civilians are probably going to run for anywhere that isn't going to be a target for the dragon. which is anywhere but inside the city.
Well, you never know. This is what I mean. The ones that are already in the city, where would they go? Probably the most defended place. So unless we have the dragon start harassing the outside of the Capitol building, so they fuck off away from it, maybe, I don't know.
The dragon's entire purpose is to just be as big of a nuisance as possible.
And one invisible stalker.
I beg your fucking pardon?
Invisible stalkers are medium air elementals that are naturally invisible. And they can track their target that they've been given by their summoner from anywhere. They always know where their quarry is.
We know the name of the commander.
So we can use this invisible stalker's ability to know exactly where the commander is for sure.
Go straight for him.
So we bring an invisible stalker with us and one salamander, which we use to tunnel there. We just send the salamander back out behind us once we're getting there, and we use the invisible stalker to make sure we're going in the right direction.
What's the chance of the commander actually joining the fight on the outside, trying to lead the army?
Low, but it's not zero. And we would need to know.
Unlikely, but here's the problem. I'm less concerned about him trying to play hero and join the battle, because by all descriptors that doesn't seem to fit their MO.
Might
I'm
run.
concerned about them trying to leave.
Yeah, if he tries to escape, we'll know. Because he might see the army and go, we're going to go fight them, and then he sends his army out, and then his army gets crushed by a bunch of salamanders. He might try to fucking cheese it. And the invisible stalker will mean we'll know where he's going.
Yeah.
Unless he's protecting himself from divination, in which case it's not as useful. But we still have an invisible stalker with
And
us.
you guys were told of who is running that place. That's known knowledge now. So you can actually make that your target for sure.
That's what I was saying. Also, I just want to say I love the other Saturday party. They are also doing a rebellion, but they are doing the exact opposite of us. They're like, yes, we will be diplomats and champions
Where's
of the people.
Where's the fun in that?
We're sitting here at the fucking war table.
Meanwhile,
with our
happening at the
miniatures,
same time.
we're going to execute as many underpaid city guards as possible.
We
No
are the
joke.
rioters, though.
No,
Right?
they are
the rioters.
They are actually going the diplomatic, peaceful route. They have actually unarmed striked and knocked out several characters and just talked to them out of what they were doing. They've done so much avoidance of combat and negotiations that they've actually just full on went the diplomatic route, and they're still going through that. They're going to try and diplomatically win the rebellion. Or the Civil War.
Where's the fun in that, though? I want to kill shit.
Where is the fun in that?
But
I
some of them do realize that won't be able to happen with every single encounter. So some nobles will be afraid and will be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll negotiate," and then some of them will be like, "Fuck negotiations! You're against the Empire. You die."
Thing is, though, that could happen with us. We do this. We have this massive attack. They shit themselves. Yeah, no, we're cool. We'll listen. Yeah, that's fine. We're diplomacy by terror.
Anyway, so yeah, those are the things that I have paid to add to our summon list. We come into the underside of the city, burrowing there with the salamander and with the invisible stalker with us, so we know where we're supposed to be burrowing. We don't even need to know for certain that he's in the Capitol building. We know exactly where he is. Or if we don't, we know that he's being protected with divination protection stuff.
And we have the more than likely we know where that will be.
More than likely we know where he is, and if he is protected by divination, we will know that ahead of time, because the invisible stalker would be like, "Where is he? I don't know. I don't fucking know."
Currently, with the invisible stalker and stuff, he doesn't he is still in the capital, but not protected by like anti-divination stuff.
That is good news, and it means the Invisible Stalker can probably prevent him from being able to run away unless he's trying to run to a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
Which, if that is the case, if we spot him, I think we have a few people that can dispel magic, so...
And if need be... Wait. I swear one of... No, wrong party.
You mean Counterspell, but I think some of us do have Counterspell.
Yeah.
Dursun has Counterspell, but he's gone.
I'm sure Tinterweb will be back next week.
I swear one of you guys had an amulet of planar travel, but I'm thinking of someone else.
I definitely do not.
No, we have had multiple things that let us travel to planes, but it's always been random travel.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
It's the sword and the veil thing.
Oh, the
Yeah,
sword.
that's-
The sword is not random. The sword you actually choose where you're going.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It was random because he's never been to any other planes.
Yes. So if he thinks of a plane, it will traverse him to that plane, but not if he doesn't know anywhere else on that plane. So it'll be a randomized part of that plane. That's what's a random part of it, because he's never been there. But if he goes to like places like the City of Brass or like the
Or to that one spot in hell.
yeah,
Yes.
to the layers of hell, the Ire, or he could just show up
If
at
we
the
want to
foot
grind.
of the Valhalla.
So, yeah. Four salamanders, 2 earth myrmidons, and then we bring one salamander with us and one invisible stalker. We send the invisible stalker along with us so that we know where we're supposed to go. And the salamander we can literally just use to burrow and then have it sent back to help with the army.
Does the invisible stalker can it fight as well, or is it solely just for tracking?
It can fight.
It can fight. It's basically just a normal air elemental that's also invisible.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It can slam twice.
It's got like normal ass looking attacks, and I don't think it has the whirlwind thing that a normal air elemental has.
It has expertise perception, expertise stealth.
I think I've got.
It's in
Invisible Stalker. Yeah, it's very similar to the normal air elemental, except it doesn't have the whirlwind power, and instead it's just invisible. So it does have like advantage on
stealth and acrobatics.
Yeah, it does have advantage on fucking all of its attack rolls and shit. So it's something. It's not as deadly as a normal air elemental, I would say, just because it doesn't have the whirlwind.
But it can still fight.
It can still fight.
Yeah, fair enough.
The main benefit is the fact that it just knows where your quarry is all the time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, while we're resolving shit so that we don't have to do it next time, Erica and I would be spending the time to channel my magic and his smithing skills to make my armor a +3.
Okay.
So that I'm a bit chunkier. I don't want to get hit. I'll cast Regenerate on Phil.
I don't need it now.
You sacrificed your hand for robotics, so
For now.
have fun. Have fun eventually being contacted by that entity.
Oh yeah. Eyes open.
I don't know what that means.
The great
Don't worry
machine
about it.
might be coming for you.
Not coming for you. He just wants to talk.
Yeah, can I make
The Omniscient?
Sort of. I've had to write lore. I've had to write what happens when you tell him no.
I'm going to be making some more walloping arrows if possible. I'll buy the components and build them.
I put one in your inventory for you to do that with.
So how much would it cost me to make 50?
Well, arrows don't cost a lot. They're like
It would be the
5
metal at the end, the shaft, and then the fletching.
they're like 5 silver. For like, it wouldn't cost you a lot of money to make arrows. It's literally wood, some feathers that you can easily rip off yourself. And it would be a blunt end, so you just need to ask like Erikai, hey, can you make me blunt arrow tips? You know those those marshmallow-esque arrow tips they make for,
Yeah,
like,
I know
a
exactly what you
nerf, like kind of like that, but like
Yeah.
not foam.
Just solid metal. Yeah. Yeah, so what would we say? Should we say about 100 gold for 50 of them?
Yeah, not 100
So-
gold. That's a lot of money. I would say less than that. Like, probably like 5 gold.
5
Well,
gold for
1
50.
gold for it's a gold for like 30 arrows, a stack of 30, so it would be about
So it would be 2 gold,
4 or
5
gold.
silver.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I'll just make it easy. I'm just going to say 3. So I'll tip the people I get the supplies from.
How many stocks worth of material did it take to craft the mithril scale armor?
Because it wasn't heavy armor, it was a stock.
Okay. So I talked with Tenacity about this. Since I don't have a use for it, and since I can't use it to make my armor heavy because I don't have heavy armor proficiency, instead what we're going to do is break it down. No, we're going to break it down into the stock worth of dragon scales, and Belliath wants to use it as materials to upgrade the clockwork wyvern.
Okay.
Maybe make it a bit bigger.
Alright. Well, you can definitely make it stronger, so its AC will go up.
Nikki, quick question as well. You know, with these slaying arrows,
Mm-hmm.
is there still a chance I can retrieve these like standard arrows, or not?
If you miss and don't deal the magic, yes.
Right. Okay.
On a hit, they are a one-time use, unfortunately.
No, that's fair enough. I just wanted to double check.
It does like 60-10 piercing damage on a
DC
17 con save.
Yeah, and it's halved if it. Yeah, and it's halved if they save.
But by the way, while we're here, what the fuck are those arrows made out of? That makes them so powerful.
It's just magic.
Oh.
Yep. I just imagine the arrows just explode.
I'd like to imagine that as you fire it, the arrow disintegrates into light, hits the target feels nothing for a second.
Inside to implode.
I imagine like Gilgam, like as if like the arrow hits and then all of a sudden arrows out of portals just come out and just pierce you.
Yeah.
You have been marked by the multiverse. Get
Have
fucked.
fun.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's what we can end session here. And we'll pick up as you guys are traveling with your things and ready to storm the castle. Well, the city.
Wait, what are we going to do with Samuel?
That
is a good question.
So the reason why we brought him is he's going to be put in. I'm not sure. We have to have a jail at this point. I refuse to believe otherwise. He's going to be held there until after we're done with the City of Ire, and then we're going to summon Judge Richter to hold a trial for his crimes.
So
there
is a jail. It's in the militia's barracks.
Yes.
So yes, there is a fucking jail cell there. So there hasn't been many crimes within the hamlet yet, but this will be one of the few that will be locked in there.
Who else is locked in there? What?
The vampire.
Drunkards.
Oh, the one from
Zariah.
Zariah's
Yeah,
lab.
Zariah kept
Yeah, let's
that one
make sure they're
still.
different cells.
He's not sure what to do with her. He's had her because she was in the prison before he got there.
Wasn't she cured as well?
She was, yeah. All the ones that were cursed by the metal were cured, but he doesn't
No,
know
I
whether
thought
or
she was
not
cured from-
he should let her go because she is a
I-
vampire. And he's scared to let a creature like that outwards, but he doesn't, like, he feels bad because he knows they're still, like, you know, I guess human, or humane at least.
Well, he took over a. Sorry, she was there in the abandoned prison before he got there.
Yes, along with the,
I thought-
Then that
they were
might
abandoned
also-
prisoners.
Then that might also be a question for Judge Richter because he probably still has old
If
arrest
he's from the
records on hand.
City of Metal, yes, he has the plans because that was the prison for the City of Metal.
Yeah,
What?
then he probably knows why she was arrested and would be able to determine whether or not her sentence is up or if she's fit for release at all.
The unfortunate part
Why
is
do I have
she's a vampire, so she was fine to like be left there for a long time. The Dragonborn, on the other hand, had like ways of feeding himself in a way. Rats and stuff.
Rat.
Why did I have the feeling that someone tried curing her with vampirism?
No.
I thought
Well-
someone tried to cure someone in the cell without
Oh
them
no.
knowing.
Oh no. I think what you're thinking of is I tried to heal her with healing magic and almost killed them
That might have been it, yeah. This was that long
because
ago.
I didn't know that
She's technically
vampires
undead.
are allergic to that.
It's technically undead, aren't they?
Yeah, she's not a
Yeah, that could be
vampire,
that.
she's a full vampire, which
Yeah.
is proper.
Yeah, no, that might be what I was thinking of.
It's not the only one. I have quite a few full-blooded vampires. Two of them are players.
So yeah, that can wait until after the City of Ire to resolve.
Could take long.
And then
Yes.
once you guys
Judge.
finish the City of Metal, you guys get to choose the government and the name of this nation.
Slime
See,
mate.
our original idea worked more with the vibe we were giving off with Victor. I'm not sure what vibe works now.
Oh, also here's the arrow of slaying.
Oh my god. I forgot about that. Your fucking pun fucking items. Slaying, as in like,
12 bludgeoning damage.
as a massive would have slayed conjure. That is so good.
It's from the Christmas episode that I made.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you all for joining us for today's session of
God damn it.
our Curse of the Icefields. And thank you for the resubs and the follows and stuff. I really appreciate all of them. And thank you all for joining us for today's session. We shall see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Is there a Kermit frog? Or what is... Oh, here we go, honey.
Come back to frog here.
Let me